We're gonna get started with open mic in just a minute. We jam to some nice music by Afrobeat Wealth Flow.
I know who I am. My character, I run the scene. Too much power, too much shit. I don't compete, I'm in my lane. Say my name, remember the name. Wake up, glowing face sunlight. Everything I want feels right. I don't chase, I just attract. Every move I'm making back. Walking slow, they feel the shift. Energy, heavy, natural gift. I don't talk, I let it show. I'm the wave, I'm the flow. I don't ask, I already know. Everything is mine, I let it flow. I'm the fire, no one else can match my light. I don't follow, I create, everything aligns with me. I'm the flame, I don't play the same old game. Born to shine, born to win, everything begins with me. No permission, I just move. Confidence is in my groove. They can watch but can't compare. Different level, I don't share. Eyes on me, I feel no fear. Everything I want is near. Step by step, I elevate. This is me, I dominate. I don't shake, I don't wait. Everything back to my state. I'm the vibes, I don't get my amplify. Oh, world moves when I begin. This is power from within. I'm the flame, I don't play the same old game. Born to shine, born to win. Everything begins with me. Yeah, this time I choose me. I used to listen to the noise, other people, other voices, trying to be what they would see, but I forgot what lives in me. Now I wake up, I feel yes, there's no fear and there's no past. Every step I take is mine. I don't rush, I trust the time. I don't need to prove my worth. I was born to take my place. I choose me, I choose my way. I don't need to stay the same. Every day I rise again, stronger than I've ever been. I choose peace, I choose my soul. I don't chase, I'm in control. Everything I'm meant to be starts the moment I choose me. No more waiting, no more doubt. I see clearly what I'm about. Different path, different pace. I don't need to fit their space. I was never made to follow. I don't need a new tomorrow. I'm becoming who I am, step by step, just as I planned. I trust what I feel inside. That's the place I cannot hide. I choose me, I choose my way. 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 Even when it feels unknown, I am never on my own. Every moment leads me through. Everything I feel is true. Even when it feels unknown, I am never on my own. Every moment leads me through. Everything I feel is true.
Everything I feel is true. Everything I choose is me. Everything I see is free. And again and again.
much I don't prove. I just step and watch it move. Unfaced, it is glad I don't lose what I attract. Quiet power, man can steal everything is mine for real. I don't speak, I let it show. Everything I wanna know. Soft like luxury, and everything comes easily. I don't need to raise my voice. I already am the choice. Soft glow, golden, living in abundance, free. What is mine will always stay. I receive it every day. I don't fight, I just allow. Everything is mine right now. No more stress, no more race. Life is moving at my pace. Look at me coming bright. Everything just feels so right. I don't chase, I don't run. I already have it all. I am peace, I am grace. Everything falls in place. Like luxury funds, everything comes easily. I don't need to raise my voice. I already am the joy. Soft glow, golden me, living in abundance. Free what is mine will always stay. I receive it every day.
I'll be out there in a minute. I'm live. I'll be out there in a minute.
I look in the mirror, feeling confident. Who could ever have me?
Let's go, open mic. Let's go. Let's go, open mic. Let's go. Of course, been storming, but we're gonna get this open mic on the go. This is nice music by Afrobeat, Wealth Flow. And we're gonna get started in just a minute. Thank you for joining, Rando. Thank you for joining, Afrocentric. How are you? How are you, Morgan?
Powerful rises.
Powerful Risings, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I just finished updating my botanical and supplement glossary. And so, I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling creative.
Lovely, lovely. Well, I was feeling creative too. Look, I actually been feeling a whole vibe since the other night. I was like, well, I really wanted to do it the next day, but I was like, okay, let me balance my schedule. Look. But yeah, I appreciate you for chiming in. Most
Girl, yes. See, you got way more poems than I do.
girl, you can redo all the ones you done.
You so funny.
We don't care. Look, the thing, you can redo all the ones you done.
You so funny.
We don't care. Look, the thing about it, a beautiful poem is like it. You know, when it's a good one, we can hear it time and time again. It don't even matter.
That's real too.
I decided to I woke up yesterday and today kind of like on a like, I guess the message was to retire some poetry. So it's not really to retire retire some poetry. So it's not really that I have so much. It's just that it's so much from so many years, and it's like some of the stuff from behind. I don't mind going back and tapping into it, but I have so much new stuff I need to tap into, and I need to memorize and work on perfecting and all of that stuff. So it's I kind of want to retire some poetry, which I'll step back into and enjoy sometimes, but I want to bask in all the new stuff that I've written, the new angles and the new direction that my life is went in, all the new things that I have to talk about. And that's the beautiful thing about poetry. A lot of times people ask me like, well, what do you write about? And it's like, well, what do I not write about?
What are you the most excited to write about right now? Like, what's really on your mind to write about?
Well, lately it's been about growth. It's all motivation, but even if I take a heartbreak, I still turn it into, what did I get out of that? So I feel like it all turns into motivation, but right now it's all just it's talking about my life, my experiences pretty much all the time. But right now it's just ascension, it's growth, it's alignment. And it's it's way more upbeat and uplifting than some of the stuff that I wrote in the past. So it is more exciting for me, I guess, because it's a different. It come with a different rhythm, if that makes sense.
It does. I know it does because it has a different energy signature. And I
Yeah,
think that's dope because
yeah.
like I'm in ascension and I'm in alignment. But when I want to create art, my brain do not go there at all. Like my brain do not think about that. Like I want to make art about resistance and pushing back against countercultures and systems of oppression. And my mind is also focused on growth too, but it just I feel like I want to be sassy for some type of reason.
Well, that's beautiful, and everybody because I was talking to somebody the other day and we were kind of just explaining each other's messages and stuff, and everybody has their own message. And I was thinking, like, I'm a history buff. I've always been a history buff because of where I'm from, and because being born in a place where it's so much history, like I was just so inquisitive. And I feel like for that chapter, like I've gotten my answers. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to say that I can close that chapter because I've done all the research and I know exactly what I went to get. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got the answer on that. So for me, it's kind of like a graduation into another chapter for me. Even though I have all of that poetry and I still have those books available on Amazon for anybody else who might be reflecting or might be looking for some answers that they haven't got. But for me, because I've been on it for so long, it's a graduation for me. And I feel like that's a beautiful chapter.
I do too. I think that that's beautiful. I remember getting at that point. I got a degree in history from Mississippi State. And right before I woke up, I was feeling that way. I was feeling like I done learned everything. Like this history starting to get boring. I feel like there has to be more. And in a sense, I did graduate and we've been going through many graduations, especially over this last, like, I say year and a half. And so this is fun. It's
It
fun
is.
to be thinking like this, to want to create, because it is a marker of a God. And so that's all I want to do. That's it. That's all my mind focused on right now.
And we all have a story to tell. My thing is, you might still be in the midst of writing yours, and I might have already told mine in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So keep writing, keep doing your thing. Don't ever stop, and don't let anybody else's story hinder you from the chapter that you own.
That's real. This is such an exciting point of life. Like, I don't know, the world seems like it's on fire and I still feel so optimistic. It's crazy. And I don't know how, but I'm definitely able to see like peace in the middle of chaos. And I feel like life is going to be good. I'm excited about the future for the first time in a long time. And so I'm just riding the wave. And I know that there are other people are here and I'm happy for us. Like this feels like the graduation.
It do, and I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the things to come for you, and I'm happy for this new chapter you're about to walk into. And you are at an age where, look, I remember back. Look, don't let me go too far back. But you are at an age where I remember myself being very rebellious, very, I'm gonna be heard. Like it's a beautiful age to be at. Learning, I was still learning a lot about myself. I'm still learning, baby. That don't never stop. But I feel like I was kind of like a late bloomer. So I'm still blooming. I'm like one of them flowers that's constantly, getting new petals.
I
But
feel like a late bloomer as well.
yeah, so everybody has their space and their time and what works for them. And I like hearing your stuff like anything that you want to write about, it resonates, but it also teaches me something because we all from different parts of this same beautiful land, so it's good to hear different perspectives and stuff. So when it's time for you to if it's time for you to switch gears on the subjects or whatever, you'll know it. And I'm sure you'll flow with it.
That's real too. I'm excited, but my mind is just all, I don't know. I feel like I'm all over the place, but where my mind is not, I don't know, it's not on open mic. I need to go and pull up my laptop so I can get some of my poetry out so I can read it out loud.
Yes, I'll start off with one. Give you some inspiration.
Come on.
Hopefully, look. um, this poem is called "I Am," and it's an old one. It's an oldie but goodie. Uh, excuse me. So we're gonna snap in and snap out. I represent the black, the white, and the gray in between. I am the new, the old, the then and the nouns, and when later arrives, I am still here. I am the voice behind the words and the writer of what I speak, unlimited, the trees, the rain, and the sun when it sets. I am the clouds that form and the breeze that sways from east to west. I am woman, and I am real. I am a bitch sometimes when people get mad. Suburban ghetto. Titles, always high, midway, and sometimes low. I am proof generations later of my indigenous ancestors that passed. A mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a cousin, a aunt. Yet still me in the end. I am that ancient stone that survivors left word about. The battle of good and bad, that thin line between love and hate. I am unique, happy, and 100% beef, no fillers. I am unique, happy, and 100% beef. I am woman, and I am real. Run it back, run it back. Divine Reset, Casey, how are
Divine
you?
reset, y'all. My phone is something about TikTok. I don't care what app I click on, I'm straight. This shit wouldn't even let me in here for like a good little minute. So I powered my phone off and came back in and it was still jumping in, but I don't know how that's gonna be. So if y'all see me going in and out, TikTok, they ain't fuck TikTok. I'm just saying they hating on the player. What's up, Morgan?
Powerful rises, Casey. I'm sorry to hear about your phone. My TikTok
Don't be
been showing
sorry.
out too good.
Don't be sorry. You know shit. I ain't tripping.
Of course, I want to talk to y'all, but it's other ways we can talk. TikTok don't stop no show.
That's real too. How your day been going so far?
Man, my day has been awesome. I did get my passport, y'all. Well, it's gonna come in the mail, but I did everything today. I had an appointment, took my picture and everything, and yeah, they said it'll be here before June 3rd or whatever. So I
That's
feel
so
good about that.
Yeah, that's dope as hell. I just got my email for them asking me to send my paperwork in for my passport and my visa. I got it today, so I'm gonna start working on it tomorrow. I'm excited. This is so cool. I love this weekly alignment update. This is fire.
Yes, I was like, if it wasn't for y'all, I was telling Miss Donnetria, if it wasn't for y'all, I was already on some shit like, I don't need no passport, what the fuck? But then I started tapping in more, even my brain started expanding more. I'm like, man, I'm about to fucking take off on these folks. I'm about to get the fuck on.
It's a joy to hear so happy. It's a joy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Definitely a
You feel me,
joy.
man? What's
Trust
up,
me,
Alibaba?
I'm here. I was so busy, but from I see you, divine feminine energies up here. I have to jump up here if I need for your 5 minutes. I swear, it's a joy. It's a joy. What's up, my
Yeah.
sisters?
Powerful risings. How are you doing today?
I'm balanced. I'm balanced. I'm so balanced. It's a joy. It's a joy. And I just check out Morgan's on YouTube or interview. It was so lovely to listen it and get all that info, about
Oh, I
neuromet.
gotta go check it out.
You have to. You have to.
He's so
He's
sweet. Let me tell y'all, I was on Alibaba page the other day, and I fucked around, and he had reposted a video of my homeboy down in Alabama, child. And I had just so happened to do this interview. They had drove like 2 hours down to Mississippi to come meet me, to interview with me and shit. And so like them my people for real, like how y'all my people for real. And so I go down his page and I see him, and I send his name is AMK Ra Amon. He is so fucking genius. He like Jamal Rashad 2.0. And I sent him the video that Alibaba had posted. And I'm like, look, nigga, your shit all the way in Jamaica. That shit's so motherfucking crazy.
That
Yeah,
is
that's powerful.
crazy.
That's
And
powerful
so
for real.
he get on live. He went on live. It was probably like 50 some people in the room that night. He was like, hell yeah, we in Jamaica. We in Haiti. Yeah, I said,
Hey,
boy, that
but
shit.
that's alignment right there though. Like that should be deep when they be saying that we live in a small world. Like that should be interesting. Like damn.
Like, yes, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to see it because it just lets you know you're on the right track. Like you
Yeah.
talking to the
Yeah.
right people, they on the same type of wavelength, and we all speak the same language, which is energy. So it's just so nice. We've been talking since we got off live the other day, all of us really. And it's just refreshing. And we're gonna do it again. So I'm ready to do it again.
That's nice. That's nice. Look, they say it's a small world because they try to minimize how beautiful the land is and how mass and enormous it is. But the energy connects no matter where we at.
No matter what, and they can't stop us from meeting us.
No,
They
They
can't
can't
stop us.
stop up
no,
Donnetria. They can't stop us. They cannot. They cannot not care what they do. Okay? They can't.
nothing will stop us. We all the way up.
Nothing can stop us from all the way up. So yeah, ladies, y'all gonna have to hold it down. I am in the tub. I'm listening, tapping in, but I probably won't read nothing.
Yep, speak to that water so the passport come quick. Work
Did
that
you
magic.
most definitely? Did you say you were ready to read, Morgan?
Yes, why as soon as I started pulling it up, my motherfucking internet just stopped. And so I'm gonna read the one I read last week. one of them. And we'll go from there. But I was gonna pull up one of my favorite poems. It's called My Annabelle Lee by Edgar Allan Poe, but I'll read it later.
It'll be up by the time we finish this one.
I hope so. All right, y'all. This is called The Black Girl Beauty Store Blues. You're starting to look rough like some of the bitches, the ones we talk about on the phone, except that you've gotten your money's worth out of your braids, edges wild like urban vines overgrown. Maybe it's time to set vanity aside and visit your local beauty corner store. Nappy necks and crunchy kitchens, freshly glued tracks on wig caps halfway sewn, free-form locks wrapped in scarves and bonnets worn by black girls adorning shelves displaying boxes of perm untouched for times untold. The hair store is a magical place, and it is a judgment-free zone. The shelves are packed with elixirs comprised of oils, shea butters, and aloe. In a past life, Aunt Jackie was a chemist, concocting vials of her hair crack on the stove. Her youth was spent in a kitchen, having premonitions of water whipping her way to healthy thick hair, moisturized in the oils of Jabobo. I would be remiss if I failed to mention and run in with the owner of the business, a tiny yellow lady with slanted eyes, a member of Genghis Khan's bloodline, accosting me, generating false claims of robbery, throwing accusations of petty theft and debauchery, requesting I return items to the places that they belong, inquiring for manual searches within pockets and vintage purses, yearning for the return of her precious merchandise. Would you color her supplies? Disbelief filled her eyes when I recovered a bankroll of blue hundreds twice her size, and a scene that reflected me on mounted screens on TVs, surveilled in 4K and HD, providing video evidence for police reports and insurance policies. Rejected from this magical place where the shells are strategically placed to create xenophobic versions of hate, a local hair haven stocked with deep conditioners, hot combs, white lies, and bottles of Dugrow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gratitude, gratitude. Beautiful, beautiful. So I will read another piece. This piece is called I Am the Law That Attracts Abundance. And it is new, so bear with me. Snip, snip, snaps. Stop begging the universe for crumbs while sitting on the throne of gods. Do you hear me? I said, stop shrinking your spirit to fit systems designed to keep souls starving. I am not lacking. I am not drought. I am not the echo of unpaid pain. I am the storm before the harvest, the drums before the dance, the spark before the wildflower, the spark before the wildfire. And yes, the yes before the chance, the seed before the flower. No luck, no coincidence, no happenstance. It's law. Like gravity, like seasons, like rivers finding oceans without asking permission. What belongs to me already knows my name. Prosperity hears my footsteps like Prosperity hears my footsteps and starts setting the table before I arrive. Opportunity learns and leans toward my frequency, like flowers chasing sunlight. Because abundance is not just money, it is peace that cannot be purchased. It is rest without guilt. It is laughter from your belly. It is waking up without fear in your spirit. You see, they taught us survival, but never taught us receiving. They taught us believing, but never taught us achieving. They taught us self. They taught us for self to seek help, teaching numbness instead of becoming. But we've become one with the one that matters the most, our own Holy Ghost. That's why we're labeled doing the most. Forget struggling gracefully while calling exhaustion strength. No more romanticizing suffering. Don't glorify burnout. Don't worship sacrifice. Don't bow to sacredcy or scarcity. Don't bow to scarcity pretending to be humility. No, I speak overflow. Everything else has to go. I think expansion. I breathe in all possibilities. I exhale limitation. And every word from my mouth becomes a command to the universe. Bring me what aligns, remove what drains me, and multiply all that heals. Because my spirit is only available for wholesome conversations, elevated energy, and a confidence that stands. And it stands tall, alone, or in a crowd. I am aligned with divine provision. You call it manifestation, I call it remembering. Remembering that the earth never asked for permission to bloom. Remembering that the sun does not apologize for shining. Remembering that Big Mama does not apologize for being. So don't apologize. Just be. Don't exist. Live. Live open heartedly. Live unapologetically. Live magnetically. A loving affirmation, a walk-in prophecy, a soul in full alignment. Affirm it with me. I am the law that attracts abundance. Abundance knows my name. Abundance has no shame in showing up in me and through me. Because abundance cannot resist a spirit that finally knows its worth.
Time, mama. Time.
That was almost long. Look, I'm so used to short and sweet, but yeah, it's gonna flow when I get it. But yeah, this is a good place to practice. It's a safe place. So if you just wrote it or if you're thinking about it, go on and get up on the stage. Let's do it.
For love's journey, broken hearts and broken beds. I thought I was dreaming when you said you loved me, but dreams can turn to nothing, a truth I failed to see. The world has learned to choose itself, and I'm the last to know what is my worth. Am I enough? Can I let self love grow? I push away the ones who care to chase a fleeting flame. Why do I beg for love from those who never chose my name? Who wouldn't want eternity entwined with matrimony with me? Are you blind? Do your eyes not see? It is insulting to think that you could not even recognize the God within me. Yet you choose to see the cracks, the scars upon my skin. What is this? You shun the fruit of my labor and mock the wisdom within. Do you not hear my soul's lament, its cries that beg release? It takes such courage to be vulnerable in a generation that rejects peace. Honestly, it's rare these days, a gem so hard to find. Imagine if you sought with those traits of fate brought you face to face with mine. You once said the love we made was blinding. It was the only time that your soul lingered in your body when our souls aligned. A fleeting spark that lit the night, then vanished far too soon. Passing blunts, we broke the bed, we moved into the couch, but even then, your touch felt distant. Your heart was out of reach. Thank you.
Ashe. Snap, snap, snaps for that. Gratitude for sharing.
Good.
Okay, lesson learned. The lesson has been learned and my alignment has been earned because wisdom doesn't arrive soft and gentle. It comes swinging. It comes shaking the table. It comes dragging truth right to your doorstep. Ready or not, here it comes. With your name written across the envelope in red ink. And when it lands, you feel it. You feel it in your chest. You feel it in your bones. You feel it in the quiet corners of your spirit where you can't lie to yourself. That is the moment you realize alignment is not a luxury. Alignment is a requirement. See, life will let you wonder. Life will let you choose chaos. Life will let you entertain what drains you, and you will call it loyalty. Life will let you stay in places that you've outgrown until the discomfort becomes unbearable. But once you once you observe the lesson, once you receive the lesson, once you learn the lesson, once you taste the peace that comes with standing in your truth, you don't go back. You can't. Your spirit won't let you. You go forward because alignment is frequency, a vibration, a contract between your soul and your destiny. And anything that doesn't match that frequency starts sounding like static. It starts feeling like weight. It starts looking like a distraction, wearing yesterday's comfort. So now you move differently. You choose different. You recognize what you see and you take it for face value. You protect your energy like it's sacred because it is. Lesson learned. You don't chase what's not meant for you. You don't beg what drains you. You don't shrink for what fears your power. You rise, you realign, you return to yourself. And from this day forward, everything you touch, everything you build, everything you entertain, everything you allow must match the version of you that finally said no. I choose alignment over attachment. I choose peace over performance. I choose to perform in peace. I choose me. That's the lesson. That's the fire. That's alignment.
Keep them coming, Big Mama. Keep them coming.
Okay, hold on just a minute. This one is called I Am My Brother's Keeper. I stand here with my chest unarmed, but my spirit blazing like a forge because responsibility is not a burden to me. It's a birthright. My calling, my covenant with every man who looks like me, every man who stands beside me. I am my brother's keeper. Not his warden, not his shadow, not his judge, but his mirror, his reminder, his witness, his shield when the world grows sharp. I am the voice that says, stand up, king. Your crown slipped, but it did not fall. I am the hand that reaches into the fire to pull him out when he forgets he was born a flame. I am the echo of his greatness when his own memory grows quiet. Because when my brother bleeds, I feel the heat of his wound. When he rises, I feel the wind in his ascent. When he doubts, I speak life into the cracks of his spirit until he remembers he was carved from something unbreakable. I am my brother's keeper, not because I am stronger, but because we are stronger together, because iron sharpens iron, and because we were forged in the same ancestral fire, because the world has tried to scatter us, divide us, name us, threaten us, instead of treasure us. But we refuse to let each other go. I am my brother's keeper because I know what it feels like to walk through the storms with no umbrella and still be expected to shine. Because I know the weight of silence, the echo of pride, the danger of carrying everything alone. So I stand here fiery and unafraid, declaring with my whole chest, if my brother is falling, I will be the ground that catches him. If he is fighting, I will be the roar behind his swing. If he is lost, I will be the torch that lights his way home. I am my brother's keeper, and as long as breath lives in me, no man who walks with me will ever walk alone. Say it with me. I am my brother's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper. I am Big Mama keeper. Gratitude.
I am my
Gratitude.
brother's keeper.
Gratitude. That one's a little deep. I
I
am my
got
brother's
one.
keeper, and I keep him with power, with pride, and with purpose. That was the
That's
end.
powerful.
Gratitude.
I'll do Whitey's on the Moon. I just published this on my podcast last week, but I'll do this one live.
Let's do it.
It is a rendition of Jill Scott Heron's Whitey's on the Moon. A rat done bit my brother Darnell while Whitey say they on the moon. His face and arms begin to swell and
My bad.
Whitey's
Can
on the
y'all hear
moon.
me?
Yes, girl, we can hear
I
you. You
kept trying
good.
to talk. My bad. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. I kept trying to talk, and I'm like, can y'all hear me every time? Like, oh my God, I told y'all TikTok not they not playing with me today.
You need to update your app or your phone or anything.
I'm about to turn it off and turn it back on. I'll be back. My bad, y'all.
You good.
All right, in a minute.
A rat done bit my brother Darnell while Whitey say they on the moon. His face and arms begin to swell and Whitey's on the moon. And I can't get no urgent care while Whitey's on the moon. They books for weeks and ain't nobody there but Whitey's on the moon. You know, the man just upped my rent last night 'cause them Whiteys say they on the moon. No hot water, no Wi-Fi, no lights, but them white folks is on the moon. And I wonder why he upping me. 'Cause these whiteys on the moon, man, I was paying him 1,000 a week, and Katy Perry and Gayle King and them, they on the moon. And the taxes, they taking my whole damn check, and the fentanyl junkies make me a nervous wreck, and the price of gas and food is going up, and as if all that shit just wasn't enough, a rat done bit my brother Darnell. And Apollo and Artemis is on the moon, and his face and arms began to swell and White is on the moon. And all that money I made last year for Nixon and Armstrong playing phone tag on the moon, how come I ain't got no money here? White is on the moon. I just had my feel of these whiteys on the moon, and I think I send these darker bills, upload them digital, straight up there to them crackers on the moon. Thank you.
Gratitude. Gratitude. That poem is hilarious, and I don't know, it's full of a lot that I like.
I,
Thank you for
I
sharing.
Thank you. I just wanted like the original poem. I don't know if anybody's ever heard the original poem, but Jill Scott Heron wrote the original poem in the 90s and the 70s, and it's still relatable to what's going on today. And I love taking old poetry and updating them, and it's real fire to hear it like that because the same shit they was going through back then is crazy. It's the same battles that we ending right now. And so, them crackers, they up there on the moon. They been up there since the 70s. That's what they said.
It's crazy that you say that because I had started redoing songs. Um, I had I don't know if I still have it on my YouTube, but it was years ago, and it was a Whitney Houston song. And I was like, I'm gonna go through and do like a lot of songs that I like, in a poetic form. And so it made me think like I need to get back to that. And tap back into that. Yeah.
I be wanting to do the same thing with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, he incorporates so much actual poetry inside of his rap albums, and some of them are so timeless. Like, oh my goodness. He got this one now. It's called "This Dick Ain't Free," and it's about body exploitation and labor and masculinity and expectations and stuff, and it's real good. And I wanted to turn it into like a class labor type of poetry discussing, like, how our labor isn't for free and how we are exercising our bodies to work for large corporation machines and stuff, and how it shouldn't be for free, that it should be valued more. I love stuff like that. It's a piece to the resistance, like, for real. I
Yeah,
love it.
he do have a certain style and skill in his writing. I had posted a video that I saw where every he used like titles of stuff and made a whole song out of them, and they went through every word that he said, like, and all of it was a title. It was really unique the way that he done it. So yeah, he's definitely unique in that writing.
For sure. And I love it. And that's the type of art that I want to make that lasts long. Like, I love longevity on a piece of artwork. And when you hear it 50 years from now, you'll be like, damn, that nigga
Yeah,
knew what the fuck he was talking about. I love stuff like that.
that's wild and dope at the same time. And some deep shit.
Yeah, he's very deep. And the first time I hear Kendrick, I remember M is in his name. So do the maths. I would really love to hear you ladies take his song and turn it, into the poetry. So because in his music you can hear a lot of that.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a little break and play some music. And might get a little new lineup of poetry together.
Yeah, my internet's still out on my end. And so I'm just digging around my computer to see what I can find. I don't know what's going on.
You good? We're gonna take a little break and play a song.
Nobody told me that PMs can ship their own ideas. Everything works out for me. Things unfold in my favor. Life aligns perfectly. It works for my highest good. Right place at the right time. The universe is on my side. I am calm. Things align. I don't force what is mine. Opportunities find me. Answers are on their way. What is meant for me finds me. Supported by the flow of life. Things fall into place for me. I am exactly where I need to be. I trust the timing of my life. It unfolds exactly as it should. I trust the process of my life, guiding me to where is good. I let go of how and when I receive the gifts within. I'm calm, things align. I don't force what is mine. Opportunities find me. Answers are on their way. What is meant for me finds me. Only finds me. Supported by the flow of life. Things fall into place for me. I am exactly where I need to be. Yeah. Even though it works for me. Led to the best outcome always. What I need to rise sometimes. Supported in unseen ways. What is meant for me finds me. For me, yeah. Supported by the flow of life. Things fall into place for me. I am exactly where I need to be. I release and trust the flow. Life is working with me. I am exactly where I need to be. Trust the rhythm of the flow. No need to rush, no need to run. My perfect time has just begun. Delay is not denial. It's just a little while. I am right on time. Everything
Right
is
on
fine.
time.
Not a moment too late. It is worth the wait. I am in the right place at the right time. It's always on my side. The flowers don't stress to bloom. They don't fight for room. I haven't missed my chance. I joined the cosmic dance. Patience is my power now. I don't worry about the how. Oh, no need to rush, no need to run. My perfect time has just begun. Delay is not denied. It's just a little while. I am right on time. Everything is fine. Not a moment too late. It is worth the wait. I am in the right.
Okay, so I got this one called Big Mama that I've been working on since the book. And there was a quote from the book that I had recorded, and I liked the quote, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something with this quote. So I made a poem from the quote, and the quote is: the creator of all creation, the release, the regeneration, the blueprint amplified by mutation, which is Big Mama. So they called her chaos because they could not understand an entity who knew how to turn destruction into direction. They called her too deep, too loud, too much, because oceans do not apologize for their depth. Big Mama did not arrive to fit into your comfort. She arrived like tectonic plates shifting beneath kingdoms, like drums beating before a revolution, like rivers carrying canyons through stone. She is the creator of all creation, not borrowed power, original power. The first hum before language, the pulse before the planet learned rotation, the breath before breath had a name. And when she speaks, every silence, no, and when she speaks, even silence kneels to listen. She is the release, the scream trapped in ancestral bones finally finding a mouth, the floodgate opening, the chain snapping, the nervous system unclenching, after generation of surviving war disguised as normalcy. Big Mama said, let it go. Not because it didn't matter, but because carrying death or unalignment was never the assignment of living. So she purged. She wept oceans. She shook mountains from her spine. She let the old versions drown, and the soul could finally breathe underwater. She is the regeneration. Did you hear me? Not recovery, not repair, regeneration. Like starfish growing limbs back, like forest reborn after wildfire, like black soil after rain. Her spirit returns to a body that almost gave up on itself. Big Mama does not break down, she breaks open. Every wound becomes wisdom, every scar becomes scripture, every collapse becomes compost for the next sacred bloom. And baby, she is the blueprint amplified by mutation, meaning what tried to destroy her accidentally evolved her. Pressure made diamonds, pain made prophecy, isolation sharpened intuition, fire taught discernment. Now look at her. Half woman, half storm warning, half ancestral prayer, half cosmic equation too sacred to solve. She mutated survival into sovereignty, mutated trauma into transmission, mutated silence into a voice so powerful, even the universe echoes her name. Big Mama, the river and the revolution, the womb and the wildfire, the healer and the holy reckoning. She does not beg this world to see her. She is the vision. vision. And every time she rises, creation remembers itself.
Full Donnetria. Beautiful. Big mama all the way.
Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I'm still working on memorizing that one, but I need to practice it. The more I practice it, the better I get it down. So, what better time to practice than now? Okay, let me see. I got one called The Equalizer. And I pull stuff from stuff. Like I can hear somebody say something and it'll give me an idea on something. And I was actually watching I was watching something and the commercial came on for Queen Latifah, the show called The Equalizer, and so I started thinking about that title, like, an equalizer. So this is what I came up with. There is a rhythm inside of you, not loud, not begging, but commanding balance, like thunder wrapped in silk. The equalizer is not a place. It is a moment you stop negotiating with chaos and tune your frequency back to truth. I am not too much. I am not calibrated. I am not too quiet. I am precise. Every inhale becomes a dial, turning down fear, turning up clarity. Every exhale, a release of distortion, a refusal to live without alignment or live out of alignment. Who told you imbalance was your destiny? Who convinced you your highs must come with crashing lows? No. I am the bridge between fire and stillness, the meeting point of root and crown, the sacred pause where reaction becomes intention. I do not swing wildly between extremes anymore. I center, I stabilize, I harmonize what once tried to break me. My energy is not scattered, it's orchestrated, like a master at the board. A move with awareness, not reaching to the noise, but adjusting to sound. Because I am the equalizer. I am smooth, and I smooth what is jagged. I am soft, and I soften what is rigid. I am sharp, and I sharpen what is dull. I know when to rise and when to be still enough to hear myself rising. This is power that doesn't scream, it balances. This is healing that doesn't rush, it aligns. And when I walk into any space that doesn't absorb chaos, when I walk into any space I don't absorb chaos, I correct it. I recalibrate the room. I restore the rhythm. I remind the world that harmony is not weakness, it's mastery. And I am perfectly, powerfully tuned. Ashe.
Gratitude, ma.
Tuned in my own frequency. Look, I'll add that to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude, gratitude for listening. Who's next? Thank you for joining the collective, JR Godson 79. I appreciate you. We are not sheep. We do not follow. We join the collective hand in hand, one in one. Let's
You better
go.
say that shit.
Let's go.
Who is back?
Y'all, my head hurt a little bit. I can't even believe I just said that. So I just gotta get this off my chest. I was out today or whatever in public with mingling with the dead folks and the woke folks. And so this one guy walked up to me talking about, so can he get a hug? Gave the man a hug, okay, because it's so crazy. Because today I talked about give some hugs out, and then that shit walked up on me, and I was not ready. But then this motherfucker found my Instagram page and talking about, I just want you to know that I love you. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the type of psychopathic shit is this? And he's like, no, you just don't understand. I know when I see so, and he's so young, y'all. He like 26 years old. And I'm just like, boy, I had to just block the boy. Cause what in the fuck? It was weird. I had to get that off my chest. Whoo, man, I had to get it off my chest. So I guess the point of me saying that was you got to be mindful of where you share your energy, meaning even your hugs, because that shit might make a motherfucker crazy.
And forget giving out some hugs. You better open the door for and share a
I'm
smile.
already, I'm already
Share a whole smile
knowing.
too. Now coming into my space is a whole nother thing, but I got you with a smile and I'll open the door for you. And we good.
Whew,
Okay,
yeah,
this next
I
poem is called
You have to be careful, because people is all about the energy. I don't really hug and touch people no more. Trust me, they can
It's a
mess with your
yeah,
transformation.
I thought
Okay.
about that after the fact, and I realized that shit, yeah, my energy can make a motherfucker crazy, I guess, because that was too much.
Yeah, that's one thing. And I see a video. When was it? The day before yesterday. This guy talking about, so you have to be careful. You're touching people. You understand? You can touch somebody and they love to masturbate, yeah, and you just touch them and the masturbate frequency come right over to you as well. This shit, you can't make it up. You have to be careful out there. You have to. We have to, should say. We have to be careful.
Trust me. I'm seeing.
How's your laptop going, Megan? Morgan?
It's
Goodness,
going.
I'm all over the place. My bad.
You fine.
I'm gonna
It's
just call you
it's
somebody else today.
you okay. I like it won't load. I don't know what's going on, but after you get done with this one, I did find like some old poems up in here that I can read. It's no problem. I got
Okay,
like two or three I can do.
that works. Okay, let me see. I was looking for the one I ain't got no kick it. Um, I gotta find it.
Please share the life, everyone, okay? Gratitude. Gratitude.
Gratitude, gratitude.
I can read Still I Rise by Maya Angelou.
Okay, that works.
Alrighty. You may write me down in history with your bitter twists and lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my own soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise up From the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving the nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that is wondrously clear, I rise. I bring the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. I rise. I rise. Thank you.
Good, Margaret. Over the bridge. Loving that.
Oh man, I love that one too, man. That just gave me a little boost of energy right there. I love it.
Yeah, I
Cause
like
that's
that one
real.
too. It's one
It's
of
so
those
real.
uplifting no matter what or when or where.
Oh God, it's a old reliable. Whenever it's beautiful. I found this one too. It's called If We Must Die by Claude McKay. Share. If we must die, let it not be like hogs hunted and penned in our inglamorous spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our ancestors' accursed land. If we must die, oh let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us through dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Throughout our outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their thousand blows deal one death blow. What thought before us lies the open grave? Like men we face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the walls, dying but fighting back. That is If We Die by Claude McKay.
I like that one too.
Yeah, it's definitely like a battle hymn. I think that Gen 5. I found it this summer.
Okay, I got one. This one is called Don't Toby Me. And I just give you a little history. You know how my name is long. Not only do people try to, with all of these titles like Black, like African American, but even with my own name, people will be like, "Oh, that's too long. Let me call you this. How about you don't call me at all? How about that? Don't Toby me."
Real talk, man. Real talk.
Listen closely. Do not Toby me. Do not rename me, redefine me, or reduce me to a word that history forced upon my ancestors. Do not Toby me. Do not label me written by another man's pen. I am not a category checked on a government form. I am not a name born from changed ships or misidentification. I am older than those words. Before African American, before Black, before Negro. There was the earth, there was the sun, there was the first footsteps across these lands. And in those footsteps, my memory lives. I am the breath of the mountains, the rhythm of the rivers that carve these continents. I am the echo of the drums that spoke to the sky before borders were drawn. I am the indigenous spirit of this hemisphere, the aboriginal heartbeat of the Americas. My story did not begin in captivity. My story began in creation. My ancestors were not statistics. They were astronauts of the stars, keepers of the soil, builders of civilizations that honored the balance between sky, water, fire, and earth. And through his and although history tried to rename us, rename our lands, rename our very existence, truth has a way of rising like the sun. You can bury a name, but you cannot bury a people. You can bury silence. Wait, you can bury a name, you cannot bury a people. You can silence a voice, you cannot silence the wind that carries it. So when I stand and speak, I stand for those who walk before me, for those elders who stood strong, for the children of the sun who are remembering who they are, And I say it again. Do not Toby me. Do not hand me an identity that does not belong to my spirit. I know who I am. I am the seed that survived the storm, the fire that refused to go out. I am the living memory of the people who belong to this land as surely as the trees, the mountain, and the skies. And today, I stand tall in that truth, not erased, not renamed, not forgotten, remembered. Because when a people remember who they are, no power on earth can dim their light. And my power, our light, was never meant to be dimmed. Don't Toby me. And I'm going to end that with
Snap,
biatch.
snap, snap, snap.
I got one.
Let's go.
All right, this is a snippet from Kendrick Lamar's album. It's called "This Dick Ain't Free." This dick ain't free. You looking at me like it ain't a receipt. Like I ain't never made ends meet eating your leftovers and raw meat. This dick ain't free. Living in capacity, raise my cap salary. Celery telling me green is all I need. Eventually all I seen was spam and sauce sardines. This dick ain't free. I mean, baby, you really think we can make a baby named Mercedes without a Mercedes Benz and 24-inch rims, 5% tint and air conditioning vents? Hell fucking no. This dick ain't free. I need 40 acres and a mule, not 40 ounce in a pit bull. Bullshit. Matador. Had the door knock and let him in. Who's that? Genital's best friend. This dick ain't free. I pity. Hold on, this ain't the whole thing. Hold on. I pitied the fool that made the pretty in you prosper. Titty juice and pussy lips kept me obnoxious, kept me up watching pornos and poverty. Apology, no. Watched a politic with people less fortunate like myself. Every dog has its day. Now doggy style shall help. This dick ain't free. Matter of fact, it needs interest. Matter of fact, it's 9 inches. Matter of fact, see our friendship based on business. Pension, more pension. You're pinching my consciousness, being reckless. Fuck forgiveness. Fuck your feelings, fuck your sources, all distortion. If you fuck, it's more abortion, more divorce courts and portion. My check with less endurance left me dormant, dusted, doomed, disgusted, forced with fuck you think this is more shit. Porcelain pipes pressure, bust him twice. Choice and devastated, decapitated the horseman. Oh, America, you bad bitch. I picked cotton and made you rich. Now this dick ain't for free. Thank you.
That shit was fire.
Well.
This dick ain't free. I mean, orgasm and his name, Dodo Mats, over the bridge. I love it because the thing about it, you see what he's saying in his songs. Oh my days, man, he's going so hard. Listen, me, that's my artist. You hear me, totally America. That's my artist. No fear. Gratitude for that, Mark, and I really appreciate that. Okay, I really appreciate.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, that's very nice. I liked it too.
Thank you.
Okay, here is one. Let me see. This one's called My Light Cannot Be Dimmed. There is a light within me that the world did not create. And because the world did not create it, the world cannot take it. They may try to dim it with doubt. They may try to cover it with criticism. They may try to smother it with fear, silence, and shadows. But understand this. My light was born from something deeper than opinion. It was sparked by purpose. It was fueled by spirit. It was ignited by the fire of survival itself. Storms have come. Voices have risen. Obstacles have stood tall like mountains before me. Yet, still I glow. Look, still I rise. I'm going to add that. Because my light cannot be smothered by darkness. Darkness only proves that light is necessary. My light cannot be shimmered into something small, simmered into something small, for even the smallest flame can awaken an entire room. My light, no matter how fiercely the wind may blow, cannot be extinguished. Why? Because it lives in my breath. It moves in my voice. It dances in my steps. And it shines through my spirit. I am not here to shrink. I am not here to hide. I am not here to apologize for growing. I am here to rise radiant, to burn bright with truth, to light the path of others who forget their own flame. So if the world grows cold, I will be warmth. If the world grows dark, I will be illumination. And if anyone doubts the power of the fire within me, I will simply stand tall, shine bright, shine brighter, keep shining, and remind them my light cannot be smothered, simmered, or extinguished. It was meant to shine. Ashe.
That is it. That is it, mama. Um, I will say this to you females, okay? Me need to talk like my Jamaican self, cause when me try to talk like with the whole heap of English thing, me buck, you know. You understand? So please you always let me be myself, okay? When me say see me mean you see me, okay? So big up on yourself, man. Loving it, my sister. You hear me told you, I really love it. Love the frequency. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, please.
Tap, tap, tap. Snap, snap, snap.
Snap, snap, snaps.
Snap, snap, snap.
You ready, Casey?
I'm just not getting out the tub. I'm still moving slow, y'all. Please forgive me.
The younger thing Casey ready for right now. I forget our passport.
Listen, I've been geeked up all day after I went down there and get that passport. I hit Miss Donnetria. I'm like, girl, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You screenshot it. I even said it to me. I was popping up when I see it.
Yeah, I sent all of y'all in. I sent it to Morgan. I sent it to you. I sent it to her. I was geeked up because without y'all, shit, I we ain't got that shit today. I still be goddamn over here asleep.
Congratulations again.
Y'all had hyped me up too much. I felt like shit. When y'all get gone, y'all gonna leave me. Y'all ain't leaving me. I'm gonna be ready.
Look, I need to finish my piece called Hype Me Up. Hype me up.
Oh, I like that
Hype me
too.
up.
Hype me
Hype me
up.
up. Hype me up. I just feel
Cause
like
I ain't
that's
gonna
the
lie,
song
y'all
for
damn
the
sure
room.
did hype me up. That night we was on here, the frequency was so high and it was so healing and it just felt so good. I got up the next day. The first thing I did after I brushed my teeth and got myself together, I was on that phone making me an appointment. And I was out in nature. I was fucking with the plants and shit. I was like, damn. And then I couldn't wait till Wednesday. I was like, okay, so today Wednesday. I was on a whole different kind of frequency, but I think my frequency was so high, I was attracting all kind of shit today. It was wild.
That's very good because it's all about the divine feminine, your happiness, you know? Being happy at this point.
That's it. That's the only way I'm gonna have it.
Yes, yes. Let's dive back into the open mic. Did you have another one, Morgan?
Yeah, I just stumbled across one.
Thank you,
Um,
Matthew, for joining the collective. If you are a poet, you are welcome to come up and speak if you would like. Let's go, Morgan. Let's go.
the title of this is called Whispered Promises. The generational curse breaker cries out. I know. Dating apps might feel wrong, and he who finds a wife finds a good thing. But what if I could choose and recreate my muse, a successful black man with pockets deep and a diamond cut and a princess cut diamond for me to keep? Oh, I'm back on the crawlers. I'm back in the trenches. If you ain't my sister, your man is single to me. Hide the elders, hide the deacons, watch our world. I'm giving out promises for free. Excuse my temperament, I promise I'm heaven sent. Cocky at times, my reputation precedes. Maybe it's time I admit to a flaw that impedes. I'm a victim of whispered promises indeed. I'm a victim of whispered promises burrowed deeply in my ear. I come from a lineage of promise breakers, and generational curses do not easily disappear. My father was a third generation promise keeper, and he inadvertently taught the game to me. He pissed on my head, claiming it was rain instead, looking dumbfounded when I refused to believe. His carefully curated lies, broken promises in disguise, laced with false hopes and apathy. He crafted tales and broken dreams, only providing examples of bastard children and homes in shambles I leave, leaving legacies and charges of felons, protected blocks named after Martin Luther King, never considering the hate you give or how your actions impacted the lives that you leave. How love is tainted by low self-esteem, seeing your traits in lovers a reoccurring theme, and still my soul cries for my father's sweet nothings, fleeting memories and echoes of whispers. Thank you.
Oh, put up great. Morgan kick off our latest now.
Snap, snap, snap.
Loving it.
Okay. Okay, y'all ready for me to pop my shit right quick? Hold on, I'm about to read one real quick. If you done, Morgan.
Do your thing, girl.
Do your thing, girl. Do your thing, girl.
Let's go. Let's
All right,
go.
so I don't think y'all got to hear this, but this one is called The One and Only. I'm about to read this right quick. Y'all just enjoy and tap in. Cold hearted in the hot heat. I didn't know you were the lazy deadbeat man I was supposed to meet. Long nights I sit by the phone waiting for it to ring. How could I be so stupid to keep hearing the same old thing? Now it's just me, the one and only KC. I watch and hear you lie to me when it's only I, the third one, who knows it's all a lie. With my bags packed, waiting for your arrival, I'm spontaneously introduced to my beautiful revival. Resurrected from the curbside dirt of low vibrational energy instilled in me, I instantly feel extraordinarily free. From all bondages and spells you thought I'd never see, from shit you believe would hinder me. What must I introduce this big G in me? The K that keeps spreading the love and peace despite it wasn't given to me. The A that accepts that your rejection was my greatest protection. The Y that yields from a motherfucker who don't know shit about being grounded in the fields, you see. The C that stays creative through the authoritative darkness that will forever thrive inside of me. The E that's empowered me to stay coward and sucker free. The E that's exotic and steers clear of chaotic entities and deities. So I want to thank you for abandoning me because it awakened me to the one and only KC.
Gratitude, Casey. Gratitude. Loving that soul frequency. I see past your body. Gratitude, mama.
That's what
Gratitude.
I'm talking about. All the men need to tell me they see past my body. You hear me?
Thank you for sharing. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the
I'm
panel,
dead ass
Matthew.
serious.
Welcome to the panel, Matthew. Would you like to read a poem or do anything on the microphone?
Mic check
Uh,
1 2 1 2.
it's good. It's good to be around y'all. It's good to find one of these open mics. It's really dope to hold, and I appreciate you.
Most definitely. You sound a little muffled. Are you on an
Yeah,
earpiece or something?
I am. Here, let me take these out. Let me see if that helps.
TikTok, no, they ass be hating. Every time I get on that earpiece, they do the same thing.
All right, is that better?
A lot better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Let me find one. Um, okay. So yeah, I'm working on my manuscript right now. So I have like a bunch of poems that are in the middle of some edits and stuff like that. So but I can read this one.
We're excited. Take your time.
Whenever you're ready.
Please share the live, everyone. Please share the live and tap up the screen, okay? Gratitude.
Gotcha. Okay. So this one is kind of inspired. So I don't know. I don't know y'all's like format if you like explained your poems at all, if that was okay.
I explain
Um
mine. Do your thing, bro. Whatever feel natural.
okay, I appreciate you. So I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. Just had really weird upbringing, but pretty much we did not celebrate birthdays. And so when I left the faith, that's when I started celebrating birthdays. And this is just kind of a reflection on kind of growing up. And this is a what's called a sestina. A full color painting of John the Baptist's decapitated head will recall any 9-year-old to his God, even in Oakland Park lunchroom where the principal asks, "Do we have any birthdays today?" And you, by accident, raise your hand and are led to a stage to receive a song, a sin worthy of a lesser plague like darkness or water. John manifests a ministry of making you recall your father under the water, where he held you by your head until you receive God, whether by divine right or accident. You do what a good submerging asks. Clean from the idolatry of self, my mother asks, "How was school?" Even she doesn't recall it's my birthday, just that water is falling from the sky and it might not stop by accident of my birth. I'm gathered at an assembly in my name, and not to get ahead of myself, but who else but God could pierce a pool this way? Who else am I to receive praise? Someone will harmony when I die. My wife will receive a long line of poets, cousins, and friends. A pastor asks, "How many songs old was he when he went to see about God and water?" Coincidentally, I've had the melody in my head for a time by accident. I sing it on a good and wholesome occasion by accident. I raise my hand in the midst of my father to receive anthems for my survival. Kept my head another year. A calendar asks, "Are you really counting on me to part water? What of your God?" And all that silence on your birthday. I recall my God, by accident, gave a birthday to someone who pulled bodies from the water, ministered about the place that would receive them, the same place that hears a choir in my name and asks for my head.
Pop your shit, bruh.
Snap, snap, snap.
I
Snap,
appreciate
snap,
that.
snap.
Yeah.
That was dope as hell. It helped me put some shit into perspective.
Yes.
I just moved into an apartment. My homegirl, she a Jehovah Witness, and she don't celebrate birthdays at all. She
Really?
had me feeling, swear to God, and shit. My birthday just passed last month, and so like, I didn't want to celebrate my birthday, and she went out of her way to actually get me something, and I knew that was outside of her comfort zone and shit like that. And so like, you really just took me there, and that was dope. That was really vulnerable. I appreciate you for sharing that.
I
No, I appreciate.
appreciate it too. I definitely learned something as well.
No, I appreciate y'all for holding this space. I feel like one of the really cool things about like open mic is that you get to hear so many people's perspectives and kind of where people are coming from. So it was good to hear y'all's poems, and it felt good to share.
Most definitely. Feel free to share anytime. This is a safe space, and you can share anything that's within the top, the TikTok guidelines. So, we won't get banned, but we
Oh yeah, no, of
appreciate
course.
you. So hang out for a little bit and enjoy the party.
Okay, we'll do it.
So I'll do another poem, and if you have something else, Casey.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that unfuckable.
Okay, I have this poem called "Rest in Peace" that I'm gonna run back. We talked about rest in peace right now. The lane that I'm in right now is not even a rest in peace. But this was written years ago when I was feeling kind hearted and I was just like, rest in peace to all my foes. But now I'm like, fuck you, you know, I don't care if you got dirt on you or not, I'm out. It's a whole nother vibe, but you get the gist, right? Rest in peace. Rest in peace, childhood trauma, negativity, hatred. Rest in peace, regret, doubt, failure. Rest in peace, hatred, self loathing, self pity, and self destruction. Rest in peace, no. I'm only accepting yeses. Rest in peace, those who bask in closing doors on others. Rest in peace, outlandish thinking. Rest in peace, anyone coming for my crown. Rest in peace, struggle. Who? What? When? Where? Rest in peace, everything coming for me that I didn't send for. Rest in peace, Can't. I can do all things possible as long as I know that I can. Rest in peace, ungratefulness. I'm counting every blessing every day. Rest in peace, bullies, and everyone looking to push someone around. Rest in peace, racism, racist, white power, and all who hate based on race and creed. Rest in peace, anything coming to hold me down. Rest in peace, broken crown. You've been replaced. Snap, snap,
Snap,
snap.
snap, snap.
Gratitude.
No, no, no. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
Baby.
lower self. Only higher self alone shall stand. Rest in peace, lower self.
You
Yep.
feel me? Rest in peace to my Lord self, baby.
Rest in peace, 3D.
You feel me?
Who is a rest in peace 3D? That's
Yeah, anything 3D. Shit.
That's
I'm on a
funny.
whole nother frequency. Like I didn't change the channel. So it's like peace, love, and all the light
You
that you
feel
can
me?
see, that you can find.
All right. So I'm gonna read this unfuckable Miss Donnetria. I got this title from her because we just be chatting on the phone or whatever. We just be popping our shit, you know. So it's not done, but I like it so far. So y'all, you know, just tap in with me. All right.
And it's actually let me say something real fast. That was dedicated. That was by that's dedicated little quote. So I wrote a piece dedicated to her, to dedicate it. Look.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's crazy how you could be motivated by something that you hear somebody say and their motivation can lead into motivating someone else. So that's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna be quiet now.
Girl, pop your shit. Look, all right. So if I pause for a minute, it's because I got some little scribbles on here. 'Cause like I say, it ain't done, but I'm gonna read the most of it. All right. Baby, look at me. I blow my own damn mind all the fucking time. So if you think I need permission to shine, check out my cute little wink. Cause for 1 second, if you miss the blink, I'ma give you a reason to rethink of ways to back the fuck up off of me. Unfuckable is what you can from now on call me. Not on the phone, but watching as I sit on my throne, not complaining nor entertaining low vibrational energies or enemies that try to reach out to me, telling me, girl, calm down. We got memories. Ha, child, them is days of my past. I've jumped timelines. I'm free at last. Unreachable but teachable of new ways of eating good because I'm fresh up out the hood. God body in the flesh, moving swiftly without making a mess. I stand in my divine feminine function after doing a lot of my own construction. Um to the way I think all the way down to the company I keep. Baby, so baby, please don't play with me. Unfuckable is now setting her table. So if you wish to sit, don't come empty handed. Because from this moment forward, I command it. All my desires, wants, and needs have been granted because these are the seeds I planted. And I didn't finish yet.
Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Really?
Abracadabra.
Yes, ma. Big mama frequency. Loving it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and revamp it and write it. But I was so geeked up when she had said that word. I was like, I'm about to go write something to that shit because I'm feeling unfuckable.
Ashe, Ashe, thank you for sharing.
Man, y'all so funny.
Bro, nah, you is hilarious, bro. You is a fucking character. I can't do nothing but sit back and laugh. It's so ignorant and creative. I love it. Oh my
I'm telling
goodness.
you.
I love it. It is nothing more authentic.
Hey, I'm just vibing in my lane. You feel me?
You do what you gotta do, and they do what they can about it, okay?
That's it.
All right, y'all. This is called Beautiful Silence. What is more beautiful than riding in silence while being smothered in the essence of my love? Sharp winds from the AC paired with a silence that never bends, breaking every illusion and chain that was never tethered to reality. Underlying tension, along with projections of devious intentions, often rear their ugly heads through my love cloak. But quickly I am reminded of many men who prophesied of a future filled of empathy and love, and condensed timelines lacking fearing or want. How strong is our love? Is it malleable? Will it bend when put under the pressure that silence imposes? Is it buoyant? Will it last? Fleeting moments come and pass as we quietly float in the bayou of my love. Thank you.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Am I the only one that likes silence like that? I love being
Snap,
around
snap, snap.
I love being around men and like I don't have to talk about nothing. Like I'm so smart that I sometimes feel like I have to fill awkward spaces with a whole bunch of chitter chatter and shit. And it's just for me a marker of true love is I can just sit up there and just be quiet and ain't nobody got to say shit to nobody.
Listen,
And we
I
just
love a man that can lead now. Lead the day, lead the conversation, man. Cause I know I be talking too much.
I do, and I get tired. My jaws be hurting and shit. I just want to sit up there and be quiet. Can you love me enough that I can sit up here and we don't say nothing and don't nobody assume that we've not vibing or we beefed out or something? Can we just be in love?
Exactly.
Like
That's true love.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
it's kind of like we was talking about the telepathic thing the other day when you're not speaking, but you can look at somebody and they know exactly what you feeling and what you vibe, and it's one of those things where like silence is a beautiful thing, and if we vibe and you know what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and what my needs are. So bam, what we got to do a lot of talking for?
You
no,
feel
just
me?
on God, just pass the blunt. We finna be fried, died, laid to the side. I ain't got nothing to
Listen,
say.
I've even learned that I really ain't got no like I be telling Miss Donnetria it's called I ain't got no kicking for the Walking Dead because like if we can't sit in silence, I know we not gonna click and for you not to feel like something is wrong because I got everything off in the house. Like sometimes we don't need like it's raining right now. With everything off and here in the rain, I enjoy shit like that. Like just relax.
Is needed and people so hot wired up and they always got to crack a joke or they got to have something obnoxious to say. Like I feel so comfortable around people I can just sit around and not say shit to you for a couple of days and I know you still love me when I open my mouth and when I shut that motherfucker here. You might come around and I'll be quiet and when you leave I might start talking again. Who knows what's gonna happen, but I love that type of peace. I really do. It's just a marker of love for me.
Is the key, the silence. I spent 7 days without speaking. Only 3 times I messed up. 7 days. 7 days. You need to try it for one day. 7
Damn.
days, me and
I
you.
be sitting in silence like that, like by myself. Like especially when I live by myself, I would go days without talking, and it feels so good just to be like real life in thought, lost in thought, and to be just creating earnestly. Like there's a good feeling. It's a good detox. Like you can detox yourself by speaking, but when you in this field where you always talking and expressing, it's good to shut the fuck up. I promise you that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely is.
So true, because the 7 day it shifts something inside of me. Believe me. And you know of young Farah over there in America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
We did it together when we were on Facebook. They shut down their Facebook page, but I'll tell you that 7 days is only 3 times I messed up. The way I communicate, and I'm around my warriors, them, the warriors them around me. The only way I speak to them is right. Right, what I want. If I want them to go and buy like fruits and me and stuff like that. It's just 3 times I messed up. For 7 days, listen me, it shift everything in me. You all need to try. That's why I say, if I even for one day, try it for one day, and you will all see what
I'm
happens.
gonna try it tomorrow just because I want to see if I could be fucking quiet for a whole day.
It's good. Like that's what the nuns do. That's what them folks in Tibet, the Tibetan monks and stuff, they be going out. They go days. So like the nuns, they'll do like a whole morning of just prayer and no talking. They might talk at lunchtime, and then after lunch they go back to silence, cleaning, and prayer. And like it, that right there, that if you want to live a life not of sinning, talking is most of it. And it keep you from saying something out of turn, from judging people, idle talk, idle thinking. It's just a really good like relaxer because it takes so much energy just to sit up here and speak, to be honest with you.
There you go, man.
Mhm.
There you go.
It definitely do. And that's why they say silence is golden. I heard about the silent fast, and it's the 7 day one is it sounds like a lot, but just think about, all the things that your mind could, encompass, and all the things that could happen in 7 days. I would start, a little smaller myself, being a talker and things. But I think that's a good practice to start doing little bits at a time, and then you could grow up to 7 days if for some reason 7 days sounds like too much, even though it's a good idea. And look, don't let me
Look,
discourage
I'm over here
nobody.
like, wait a minute. I might gotta talk to Miss Donnetria tomorrow. I ain't gonna start tomorrow, so hold on, y'all. I got some shit in motion right now. I might have to say a few things. But I do spend a lot of time in the rising, not saying nothing for hours before I just hop on the phone or just get out in nature. Like I do that. So
Remember, all these words are spell. Okay? All these words,
hmm
they are all
Yeah.
spell. Okay? And when I break the 7 days the same time, Dr. Sebi, he transit. You understand? I'm telling you. I see the moon here in Jamaica on a different frequency. When the 7 day up, I'm telling you, it's like I'm floating. All I'm doing just observe. It's like I don't respect the body no more. I unattach myself from everything. You need to
yeah,
try.
that shit deep. That shit deep. It sounds like some good high shit though.
No joke. And as I say, here Donnetria say she gonna do it gradually, like maybe one day. You know, I go straight in 7 day. Listen me, it take a lot of principle. I feel space. In that 7 day, I feel frequency like I'm giving birth. Here I tell you, divine mothers, you should try it, man. No, try it, do it, because we are not trying, we are doers. That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
I got a poem for that. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on.
Pop your shit.
It's called Allow Your Lips to Meet. It's a new one too, so I'm gonna read it. We still in the making this one that I have memorized. But let's go. Allow your lips to meet in silence, peace, and tranquility. Shut the hell up. Close the gate. Not every thought deserves a parade. Not every feeling needs a microphone, a stage, a spotlight begging for applause. Allow your lips to meet, not in tension, not in suppression, not in sacred restraint. Because silence, oh, silence is not weakness. It is a sharpened blade, a loaded chamber, a storm choosing not to break the sky today. You don't have to answer everything. You don't have to correct everyone. You don't have to spill your spirit into ears that treat it like background noise. Shut the hell up and listen. Listen to the breath that keeps you alive when nobody claps. Listen to the pulse that whispers, I am enough without explanation. There is the power, and there is power in your pause. In the moment you don't react, don't snap back, don't give your energy away, don't lose change. Wait, don't give your energy away like loose change. To every passing opinion, let your silence speak in frequencies, allowing peace and only peace that you can translate. Let your stillness become a boundary, a declaration, a throne, because tranquility don't argue, it settles. It settles. And when your lips finally part again, let it be intentional. Let it be truth. Let it be fire that chose to burn, not sparks that lost control. Until then, seal them with purpose. Wear your quiet like royalty. And remember, sometimes the loudest statement you make is choosing not to say a damn thing. Ashe?
I love that.
Ashe, snap, snap, snap. Shit, that shit made me want to shut the hell up for a little bit. You know what I'm
No, there's some shit I've been preaching to bitches. I've been telling, oh my God, and it's such a hard. That's the lesson I learned about a year ago, is to shut the fuck up. Like I
saying?
learned I was talking like way, way, way too much, and that came with my spirit. That my spiritual awakening. It was like so much shit just bombarded my mind, and I felt like it needed to come out. But I definitely learned that there was a time and place for everything. And so, like, being strategic with my words, but when the way I view my words are like a direct energy weapon, or I would say that my tongue is like a very sharp knife, like a sword. And so, like, my words have like direct impact because I'm seriously thinking about the shit that's coming out my mouth while I'm talking, and I know how to use my words or yield it as a weapon. So I could stab somebody in the throat, in the gut. I could hit their psyche. I can hit their nervous system. I can do all that with my words. And so I have to be very, very, very observant of what come out my mouth and be purposeful with it. So like when you have this type of gift, you have to learn how to shut the fuck up because
Yeah.
somebody's life is in the line for real, especially when people's self-esteem so damn low, they ego, they tired and shit. You could seriously hurt somebody with your words.
Yeah, and it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy how he was talking about words being spells. Do y'all remember? Well, look, I'm a little. I was born in '76, but when I was little, there was a little song, and it was called "Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones, but Words Will Never Hurt Me." And it was like some of the stuff that somebody made up was just the biggest lies in all the history, because it was like, why are we singing this shit? When you think about
Mm-hmm.
it, the truth is that all that's all wrong and it's all backwards. Like words
Mm-hmm.
are very powerful and they are sharp and they can do damage. And not just that, learning to sit in silence and learning to just understand the power of silence is it's like a immaculate feeling within itself. So to deny that with a whole lot of nothing, because if we think about um doing things as minimal as possible, as far as it comes to when it comes to information, or when we talk about relaxing and just tapping into um all the things, most of it is involving silence. It's involving us to sit still in all of what it becomes us and encompasses us, and there's no room for all of that. It just it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of chitter chatter or whatever. And I don't know, I think I was just talking to I think I was talking to my daughter the other day when I was talking about volunteering information, because I used to notice that I used to do that, and now I just, when I do like talk to people, I have this habit really when it's business. Like, I have a few people that I could sit and just chat with for hours, but I don't do a lot of phone talk anymore like I used to when I was younger. But now when I talk to people like business and stuff, it's a straight to the point and it's off the damn phone. I don't have, look, I ain't got no kick it for
I
none
ain't
of
got no
that
ticket for
extra.
the Walking
Yeah, like
Dead.
chit chat, like how's your day to day? What do what is the reason for this call? Like, let's get to it, because I got things to do, I got places to go, I got people to see, and if it ain't nothing but me moving across to the other side of my room and you know what I'm saying, doing what I need to do for me, it's my time and I'm going to use it how I want to, and silence is how I want it. Pretty much, to wrap that
Snap,
up.
snap, snap. Snap, snap, snap.
Silence is how I want at least 80% of it.
Okay, and
Cuz it's
remember,
important.
it starts from you, the divine mother, and before you come in this frequency, the Lord, you just say fall from grace. Remember, you wasn't speaking no time, no mouth used to use. Okay, before you even come in this avatar, your frequency was always here. No speaking these words that spell. Okay, none of these
Yeah.
words. That's why I keep and tell people when they see me, they can't see me because they just look on the body. You understand? People who know me from a long time, I'm telling them this is not the same Alibaba you know from that long time. I've been through the process. You understand? That's why when you up your frequency, you don't look at people and just judge them by the way they look. You feel the frequency, the soul. Okay? So it's good for zip it and don't say a word. Just try it.
I'm still learning that zippy shit, but I'm way better than I used to be. As you could tell in my personality, I used to be yeah 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 yeah, and don't let me had no liquor in my system. I used to be yeah 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 yeah. You'd be like, damn, do this bitch ever be quiet? And like Miss Donnetria said, just offering information just because like ain't nobody asked me shit. I'm just over here yapping, yapping, yapping. I am so grateful that I'm not like down. I'm not moving out of my lower self as far as that is concerned these days.
That's actually
Gratitude for the
how I met
gifts.
my best friend. I when I was in college, I like she met me and asked me a question, and I told her my whole life story, and she was like, "Damn, bitch!" She was like, "You told me all your business. I'm glad I'm not a bad person." And it was like I didn't even think about it, but as I've gotten older, I really have. So the problem is like it's impacting my podcast. Like you can go back on my podcast. I've been podcasting for 4 years, and I used to have episodes that were like 3 hours long, 4 hours long. I can't hold no conversation for that long no more because that's how much I want to sit down and just be quiet and think new thoughts, not have these rehearsed thoughts or what is societally susceptible, because I'm decentering and breaking down all of this indoctrination that my brain has been through, especially as I've been in college. And so, like right now, it is so imperative that I sit down in silence simply because, like, something new has to be birthed, and it comes from this silence that births it, that void space, that darkness, the nothingness is silent. There's a hum to it, but it's not a whole bunch of just talking when you get into that frequency. And so now if you look at my episodes, they 15, 20 minutes long, and people don't even have the attention span for all that extra rah-rah shit too. So I'd rather just get on to the meat and potatoes if we being honest.
That's still kind of fucked up that that girl said that, because somebody saying that to me, it made me look at them sideways. Like, why even say that to me though? Like,
I
why would you
promise
say
you.
that to me if that ain't what you want? You feel me? Like that shit just, I would never say that to somebody talking to me. Like that's wild.
Nah, that's her personality, and honestly, That's the type of shit that I remember. Like I talk to so many people that people don't stand out. And so sometimes you need messages like that to grab your attention. I wouldn't have taken that lesson this far into the future. I met Shawty in 2016 and I'm talking about this conversation 10 years later. And so it was integral for my growth and process, but it could have been delivered better. But what I've learned is when you talking to black people don't really take that kindness that well to heart. Sometimes you really got to get in a nigga ass in order for it to impact them directly. And that's
Yeah.
just an example of that.
So true.
That constructive criticism is necessary for us to grow. So, it just depends on how. That's why they say it's not what you said, it's how you say it, because
Correct.
that's
Yeah.
important in the growth of the people around us. If I really love you, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it in the way that you might want to hear it. I'm gonna give it to you in the way that I can only deliver it.
And
Right.
trust
But
me,
I'm gonna, yeah.
that's gonna make me not say nothing else about my life. Just hearing it straight, like how she said it. Like I would instantly be quiet, and I'd be like, yeah, not giving out too much about me for
But yeah,
sure.
it's a way to take it though, to give it to people in increments. When somebody meet you the first time, that ain't the time to, that's why they say know when to peel back, know when to read the room, know when to hold them and when to fold them, and that's just something that we learn along the way because it's all something that we've all been through. So nothing to worry about. It's gonna come.
It's gonna
Yeah,
come. It's
because
gonna
in my
come.
case, I was trauma dumping. So, like, I was saying a whole bunch of stuff into a girl I had just met, and that's realistic. And that's not what you want to do because I'm sharing myself. I'm literally taking a piece of myself and I'm giving it to you orally. And somebody could reject that, but that's leaving me with a piece of myself missing. And so, as I've gotten older, I've just wanted to hold myself more, hold that information dear and close to my heart because in some aspects, especially when it comes to my ego, the little bit that I got, that's all I have. And that's a part of my identity. So I want to keep as much to myself as possible and nourish it and cherish it and grow it and not just give it to anybody who's listening. And so even while I'm up here and we're doing different panels and stuff, I like to be mindful of the information that I'm sharing and stuff. Like, I talked to Miss Donnetria and Casey, you've been on the live, and so y'all know I'm having a hard time, like just in my personal life, but things are getting better. But I wouldn't dare get on another panel and just try to dump that information in because people will
Yeah,
weaponize that
hell
information.
no. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was the perspective I was getting it off of, as if you know what I mean. Like yeah. I'm looking at it on another side, but somebody telling me like that. Well, I don't know. Delivery is everything, right? But I would definitely pipe down. I would hold that shit down after that conversation for sure. That would be
And,
my wake up call.
and
no, and it's this.
can
I'm
I say
listening. I'm
something?
sorry. Go ahead, Alibaba.
Good man. You see the thing about with this don't speak. If you just wanna be in the 3D intellect stuff, don't do this. Don't try what I tell you, okay? Because you see, once you don't speak, the intellect shit gonna go away. You're gonna go back to spiritual frequency. So these words, remember, I'm an artist because after that 7 days, when I try to voice a song, every word I'm fucking them up. Until now, I can't even pronounce word no more. After I do that, 7 day. You understand? I used to live in England, right? So proper English. And I'm telling you, from I do that 7 day, every word run here fuck up. So you have to get ready. The intellect will get kicked out the way, and the real spiritual frequency, and the spirituality is you, the divine mother. Okay? That's why I respect my Deborah so much because she come on TikTok and tell us, say, when you speaking, tell your story. Focus on self. Because when you focus on self, everything fall in place. But just remember this. As long as you don't speak for a good time, if you have a job, you have to go and speak to people. Be careful because you're gonna fuck up every word around here. Remember, I tell you that the intellect gonna get kicked one side. Okay?
And I
Just
agree with that. I feel like we're supposed to be speaking in this native tongue. Like I'm speaking country as hell. That's my mother tongue. The way that you speak in your dialect and patois, that's your native mother tongue. And English in England came from American English, and it's a more proper way to say it. And it takes way more brain function, way more brain power to look. It's for an impression to impress other people so other people can think a certain way about you, when I don't care about that because there's more depth and meaning in my mother tongue in the way that my ancestors have historically pronounced this information. And so I believe that if you sit down and you didn't say nothing, your brain would revert back to your ancestral way of
Yeah.
talking in your ancestral dialect.
And let me say something to you. When I finish, I always doing this. Akulu. After the 7 days, I'm doing akulu, akulu. And then I came on TikTok and see this guy talking about Creole. I think he's an Asian from over 80. Say your ancestors is the Bakulu. And you understand? And I'm saying Kakulu, Kakulu. You get the level? So once you go like and go inside, let me tell you something. I wake up one morning in England, and when I wake up, and when I rise up in the grand morning, okay, I could not speak no English. I am on the bed speaking to a female, and everything I'm saying, I not even know the language. I'm speaking language that's inside, that's stored in my DEA. Okay, no English whatsoever, and everything I'm saying, I understand everything what I'm saying. So these words, man, it's killing us. It's messing up. It's a mash.
Crazy. Oh, it's so crazy that you say that about words because I have been sitting in silence a lot more than I ever had in my whole life. And I've noticed, I was just saying that the other day, when like looking at words and even pronouncing words that I know, like it's so weird how it seems so unfamiliar now. And we were talking about like jumping timelines and how time just don't ain't the same and everything. And I was like, but what the hell is on with the words? Like the words, like I'm a writer and it's
You've
so
been
weird
saying
how
that
the
lately too.
words,
You've been
yes,
saying
it
that.
that is so strange how for
And
you to
even when
say
you've
that.
been talking, you've been like, why am I can't get my words right?
Yes, and I'm looking right at the word and I was like, I know this damn word, like I don't know what the hell, but that makes so much sense. Like
But
that's crazy.
you
And
hear
just
some
imagine if you do it longer, like what he's saying, that shit'll be crazy.
pronounce what they say. Pronounce a word. You just let me tap into a frequency right now in Donnetria. Okay, hear the word pronounce. When you get unalive, what they say you do? They pronounce you as what? DEAD. You see it now? Pronounce. Word sound is frequency. Pronounce a word. When you get unalive, what they do? They pronounce you what? Do the maths. Okay? You
That's
mama.
deep right there.
Yes, dude.
Damn. I ain't even think that far ahead. Y'all done woke me up tonight, dog.
Captain Mama, man. When you listen me, when you divine mother see me, okay, you're not looking at no masculine frequency around here. You're looking at yourself, your reflection. Okay, I've been through the process. I'm not just here talking because I have mouth. That's why I keep and tell a lot of divine mothers say, if you can see me, you can even see yourself because I've been through the process. Okay, that's why when I tell the mothers them say clean home space, they get upset with me. But that's where it's gonna start from. Because you have to go back to the original blueprint. You have to go back. That's why they say, so shall it be in the beginning, so shall it be in the what? End.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can, it's reverting back with the way that we read. So, like in America, we read from left to right, but that's not natural. Even with Hebrew, Hebrew is supposed to be read and pronounced from right to left, and it's also stored in from the Qing dynasty. The Asians, they still write from right to left, and so like dyslexia, dyscalculia, they'll tell you that those are like mental health diseases when it comes to reading and understanding and stuff. But that's your brain reading and breaking through illusions. And it's so interesting. If anybody's ever seen the Percy Jackson movies, they talk about this demigod, and when he wakes up, that's what exactly happens to him. All his letters start like jumbling up and mixing in between them. But you're reading what's actually there. You're reading the undertones and what's being not being said or written. And so like I'm having days where I'm looking at words and I'm seeing one word for a second, and then it'll appear to me what is actually being written, or I'm understanding things on 4 or 5 different dimensions because we're reverting back to the origin. And so all this stuff is being unleashed and it has to be sorted out. So the more we do it, the more we're going to pick up on it, but the more skilled and advanced we'll become. And I'm excited about it.
So true.
Yes.
Listen, I wasn't gonna come on this live, you know. I was gonna just come as I say and just be here and don't say anything. You understand? Because with a frequency around me. But when you say this now, it just connect the dot. Because when I used to go to school, every time I look on the book, I am always looking from the right to the left. You understand? Always. I couldn't read when I used to go. Is when so I don't deal with age. Is when I'm at the age of what? About 36. When BlackBerry phone come in, that's when I start to, you know, they help you to spell word. Just like if you write something, you know, so if you say I love, then you see the phone bring up the you for you, so you know that's you. I always looking on stuff from right to left. Even when I leave school, KC, all my friends telling me they think I was a bright boy at school because if the teacher call a student up, because the school book it used to have imagery in it. Okay, most of the book, and MA in a imagery, and MA equal intelligence. Okay, and smart, MA in a smart. And when if someone go up and read the book, all I have to do is go up and look on the book, see the picture in it, and mimic. You understand? And still get marks in class. And I can't read.
Yeah, that's dope.
And every time I look on the words, I always look on it from right to left. And our ancestors, you're talking about, is us they take everything from. We write from right to left, not from left to right. So it's so interested, man. Yo, it's a joy. It's a joy. We are so connected. We must always remember we are here on this physical stuff, but we connect from the spiritual realm. That's why all of us is here at this point.
That is true.
That's why we must stop disrespect each other and stop look down and stop just look at the body. Okay? We need to keep the balance. That's why the balance, the scale of my heart. Okay? So our heart will outweigh that feather. That's it.
Stay in alignment.
Real talk, man.
Y'all be getting me though. Look, I'm over here like tomorrow. I'm about to shut the hell up. Listen, the frequency. Listen. I'm telling you, with y'all, I'm definitely being watered, learning and growing. So gratitude to everybody up here, everybody in here. Trust me, I don't just take information y'all give out and just throw that shit in the trash and it don't go on one end, not the other. It go in and it move around and it definitely be having me higher than before I came in this mug.
Yes.
I think it'll do you some good, like on some real shit. Cause in Donnetria's poem, she was talking about like the silence and how you can get the information in the silence. And I think that's the realest part of this silence for real. It's like you can hear in the spirit. I can hear in the spirit specifically. And so it ain't until I'm sitting in this silence. I'm not on my phone. I'm not listening to nobody talking to me. I'm not talking or trying to record. I'm just sitting up there and I can hear when mama's talking. I can hear when there's some shit going down in the spirit. I can hear the music that they want me to listen to and suggesting to me. I can hear for the first time. And that's what you want. It's that breath. It's like, ooh, it feel like drinking crisp water on a cold ass day. Like it's such a good feeling.
Oh my days, Morgan. That's so true. Listen me. Even why you think a lot of they say wise man when they go to prison? Why you think when a man go to prison, yeah, he come back out so wise? Because silence and that dark room. Do the maths. Do the maths. That's silence of no talking.
But it's some
That man,
motherfuckers in there
my
talk
windows
too
open in my
goddamn much. They in
room.
prison still yapping. They I'm gonna just be quiet for a second. I'm gonna hold that down. I'm being a little
Please,
messy.
man. Go on,
I,
please.
I have my windows open in my room, and when I tell you I can hear the birds and hear like it's so crazy the things that we flood out by all the madness of noise that is not even positive. A lot of it's distractions, a lot of it's just chaos. And when you turn it all off, what you actually hear is the beauty of nature and the beauty of nothingness. Like and we was taught that nothing is nothing, but nothing is something, and nothing is beautiful when it comes to noise, and when it comes to baggage and all the things that comes with holding on to stuff, you know. But I wrote something. I need to find that poem. It was a long time ago about the, you know, the beauty of nothing and the silence in it.
Please see if you can find it and read it for us, ma. Please. I would really appreciate that.
Oh, she gonna find it because the way she be flipping them pages, my
Oh,
girl gonna put her
I know
hands on that
I
shit.
don't have that one. I gotta go through some old stuff because I know the timeline that I wrote that in, and I might be able to find a video. That's why I was saying I go back to my videos sometimes, because when I tell you I be writing so much stuff, and it's crazy because I know a lot of times it be downloads, because the next day I be like, well, what did I what, and then I'll be looking for, I have so many notebooks, like
Them definitely downloads. You be right
I
on the
need to be.
money.
And yeah, going back, I just have to go back through them. And a lot of times I'll rewrite it until I memorize it, because that you know, that's a spell within itself. That's why they say to write the affirmations, because you actually putting them into the universe too. But just writing them and writing them and writing them helps me to memorize them.
True,
So
mama.
I do a lot of writing.
That's why MA is inside of information and manifestation affirmation.
Okay,
I ain't gonna
Aya, you.
lie, and I've been saying this shit since the last live. All I've been saying is M.A. That's mama. That's big mama.
Uh
You know,
huh.
ma, nothing. Listen, you could not care what you could be the brightest person, you could be the greatest alchemist, MA alchemist. Okay, what you do, you have to go. Nothing can happen without MA because M is 13, A is 1, which is 14, which is 5. That's why they say we are in the 3D going to 5. And if you flip the 3, it becomes E, and E is 5. And the U, the X chromosome 5 times larger than the Y chromosome. You cannot go around, ma. You can never. That's why M in Matrix. Now look at Neo. It's when Neo go in silence. You see, that's when he cracked the code. And Morpheus have to bring him to the Oracle, which is you, Casey, and Morgan, and Donnetria. You see it? Come on.
Yeah, you good with the numerology and the gematria. Like you amazing with numbers. I'm not good with numbers. And so it's interesting to hear how your information kind of flows into itself because it connects. Like when I go back and check, it always connects. It's just funny to hear it spoken out loud like that. It's really interesting.
And I'm not reading no book. I'm not reading no book. I am
That's
not
big.
code that's inside of me. MA source code. That's why MA in a prime model and you flip the double in water. You see MA. Okay, M is 13. Okay, A is 1. Okay. All right. We are on here. You have the algorithm, MA in an algorithm motherboard. You cannot go around yourself. And they know that. They know
Yeah.
that.
See, when I be thinking about degrees, you get your bachelor's, that's just some BS. But just when you get your master's, that's the MA. That's the MA. That's a higher degree of consciousness, learning and understanding and awareness. And so it just keeps on unfolding on itself. I think that's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, you just taught me something. I ain't even think about that with the master thing. Like, damn. I'm talking about y'all feeding me so much good shit. I'm over here rubbing my head like, damn. Hold on a minute. Let me write some of this shit down.
I remember in a book by Donnetria, she do the big mama. You see it with the MA, mama. That's why when we come out of mama womb, we say, wow, Wah. WAWA spell wah wah. Flip the two W. Mama. Nothing
Mhm.
can without MA. It is you,
Mhm.
mama. And you make sure put it in us, your son. I am my mother first son. Okay? And when you are the first, you hear the talk about the firstborn of Israel, when the what's the unalive angel when Moses go to Pharaoh and say let the people go. You remember they have to unalive a lamb, okay? I mean a lamb, 5 letters in blood, 5 letters in power, and they use the blood to write the X on the door. The X chromosome is 5 times larger than the Y chromosome. MA equal 5. You cannot go around it. And when the unalive angel come to unalive the firstborn of Israel, they see the X on the door. Watch the movie. Read the book. It's there. A
Yeah,
five
that's
letter in
dope.
Jesus.
And it's just crazy because it's giving me more downloads just because Allah is five, that is mom, five, head, arm, legs is
That
God,
is
M-A. And so,
that Islam. You see it? I self law and master. You cannot master. You can't go around yourself. It is and I say, you put your code inside your son. Okay, my testicle, gratitude to Metasopheme, who remember my testicle, okay, is your same fallopian tube. Fall down, be my testicle, and my testicle mean to testify what I've been through in your womb, in my mother's womb, in my mother womb. Okay? That's why the code is inside me. That's why I tell you, so when I used to go to school, I couldn't read. Okay? It's when I go inside myself, when I come on these on social media, MA in a social media. MA is inside of media. Then I see stuff now I can show to my friends here in Jamaica. I say, all right, Virgin, at this one, I'm going at the spiritual realm. See what I'm talking about here. So Big Mama make sure I have something to show them. You understand? Because their mindset is only in the physical. Well, I switch my own back to the original, to the spiritual, and the spiritual realm run by you, the divine mother, Donnetria. Why you think they say in the Bible, wisdom, know all things? They emphasize on wisdom. Wisdom is you, the divine mother. They can't go around MA. Tell them to try it. Tell them to try it. MA is in REM. Go to maths.
Yes, I agree. I agree. There's nowhere around Big Mama.
No way.
Y'all
No.
got me over here smiling so hard. Hey, look, I know some wealthy folks, and they all sitting right up in here. I'm talking about the knowledge and the energy and the frequency just within this space is is wealthy, and I feel that shit got my jaws hurting, like in a good way.
It's a joy, man.
man,
It's a
hell
joy.
yeah, that's what Dr. Kimberly said. We all marching down the millionaires lane. And I sure was thinking about that the other day too. Like, we really grafting a whole new sphere. And I think that that is so beautiful. Like, there's a fifth element. There's a whole different realm, and we living in that bitch. And we the first ones to not make it taboo. We are normalizing this shit into our day-to-day experiences, and we the first ones to write about it in this manner, in a way that people that are day-to-day people will be able to understand it. Is so taboo, and it's always been there. And so, like, the fact that we have the understanding of these concepts, but they've also implied, like, it's within our music, our art, our poetry, our day-to-day language, just even just in the air. And so, like, I love that you said that it's wealthy, because it's already wealth in the spirit. And so that means that it's getting ready to manifest in the physical very, very soon. And I can't wait to touch
I can
that.
feel the. I can. I was just telling Miss Donitra, this shit about to pop off. It's gonna scare. I mean, it's just. It's gonna be so unexpected. It's gonna be like no way. Like, but I can feel it every time I'm in meditation. Like that's why I be telling Miss Donitra, I'm so high I can't come down because life is so like I don't know. I see life completely different. And I used to weigh myself down with shit that never mattered. Now I just feel so free. Like, damn, I was like, it's our time now. Like, it's our time. I just feel that shit. And it's so funny because I know it's about to happen. It's already happening. Even sitting in this room, this is the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
And I could feel it too. It just feels like something is on the verge of just flowing, like cascading in, like real fast. Like I already know that like my listening audience is about to explode. But like the other day we was on live and I was thinking about some shit Donnetria has told me. She was like, we should just start giving the books away for free on live and stuff. And so I was on live and they did something on TikTok where they shut off their live and we had to get on another page. And we went from having like 60 people in the room to 10. And I was like, I just give all y'all a free copy of that book. And I just emailed them all last night, just a PDF copy of the book. And did like the gratitude. It was just so crazy. And the spirit was like, this is where it start. Like these are the seeds that you're planting right now. Because when they get that book, they're gonna read it and they're gonna value that book. They're gonna use that book. They're gonna reference and refer back to that book. And it's gonna touch them to the point where they start sharing it with other people. And so like right now, the shit we doing, it might look small, but we putting that energy out there. It's about to come back 100-fold. So I can feel it as well. It's in the air and I'm just trying to inhale all of it as much as I can.
But I
Yep.
definitely still got to get your dictionary. I'm looking for it and excited. I did want to get another one of your books, but like I say, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the prize. I'm waiting on the big prize. You know, that's that book that's gonna help me with my
Your
changing my
word,
wording. Yeah. I'm really excited about that.
man. It's supposed to be available on Amazon in the next 2 days. But if whatever other book that you want, I'll send it to you for free. Any one of the other three, I'll send it to you for free. Just text me your email and I'll email it to you because I know you actually gonna look at the damn book.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. I'm excited. I get geeked up by shit like this, man. Y'all don't do it to me like this. I'm over here like, damn, like I can feel the well, like you don't get it. Like I just feel that shit about to go crazy. Like the whole chest about to, yeah, man. I just feel overflow, like shit,
Yeah.
crazy in a
Walk
good way.
walk with the chest out because everything they have to mimic you, ma. Okay? And MA equal 5. What you think they're talking about? We go into 5D and they come up with the 5G. You hear us talk about the fifth element. Okay? You're talking about meditation or you tapping back into your higher self. Meditation, MA, transformation. Do the maths. You know how powerful your menstrual.
Damn.
Come on, man. This is why I'm here. As I will tell you mamas this. Here in Jamaica, I don't have no female who I can go and sit and speak with. Everybody think I'm crazy.
Oh hell nah! I think you also even from the first day we was talking, y'all. It was so funny because I was like, what you doing liking my kid's picture? And I know we was texting. I know he thought that I was coming for him, but I'm like, if he can hear my voice, he'll know that I'm just asking a question. You know what I mean? But I could feel your frequency through the phone. I knew that you didn't come with no harm or hey, I knew that, but we was texting, so I was like, if he hear my voice, he gonna be like, oh, okay, she cool.
You understand? Because I was just sharing all your home space. You understand? All mamas should love their youths.
Oh
That's all.
yeah.
Okay?
No, I don't think you crazy at all, but I know that
No,
it's a
hell
similar
nah.
part of all our stories. Like, anytime we went through this, and I hated that because I tried to hang on to my sanity for as long as I could. And it's just not a part of the destiny for us to be sane until she becomes so insane that what we saying sounds sane, and that's what's gonna happen. But that's unfortunate for other people because the truth of the matter is they gotta see it in order to believe it, and by that point it'll be too late. And so we understand what's already in front of them, but they refuse to see and accept. And I think that you do a great job of expressing your thoughts, your concepts. I think your brain moves too fast for most people, and that's why they don't understand what the fuck you be talking about. But it be right there in their fucking face.
But I've learned the people who don't understand me, they not for me, and I can't worry with what they don't understand. I got to keep moving forward
That's
so
it.
I can attract my tribe the same way I have been doing, and I think it's just a beautiful thing.
Yes, ma. Book books of books by Donnetria. The first word is books. It's 5 letters in it. That's how I see things. My Deborah just do me. I never let no one do my birth chart. And my Deborah just do my birth chart. And if I show you what's on my birth chart, that's when people, you understand? A part in it say, I can see things that others cannot see. Okay, that's why Big Mama trust me. I used to do a lot of stuff, man. Okay, I don't want to even express that part on the live. Okay, anyone who if when you come to Jamaica, KC, yeah, and we go in the street, you will hear what the warriors them say about me. I don't know about selling out. That's why Big Mama trust me. She knows say once she say to me, you remember why you're here? I go so deep in myself. You hear me tell you? They poison off of me 2 times here in Jamaica. I don't know what they do. A wheelchair put me on the plane from England and take me off of the plane. Do the maths. Because they know who we are. Okay? And worse
Yeah.
I have this name, my son B that Alibaba. The B is the second point to you, the mama. And the dot, I'm here connecting the dot so easily. It is simple. MA is simple. MA, you can't go around
You're a
her.
fucking genius.
Gratitude, mama. Gratitude. I won't take nothing from you because you vibrating through me. Okay? It is all about you. It is just, I'm not teaching you nothing. All you do is just remembering.
Welcome to the panel, AJ. AJ Houston is a poet that I know locally, and I'd like to introduce him to all of you guys and gals.
Powerful risings.
Gratitude, AJ.
Hey.
AJ. AJ, we can't hear you.
They hated on him too, like they hated on me.
Casey.
Promise you that be the TikTok, like no.
You know, they'll let you go so far. Look, we'll let him on the panel, but speaking is that, look, that's too
And
much.
that's crazy because you see how the blue thing is around him because he is speaking. That's what was happening. Like when it seemed like I wasn't responding when y'all was doing the poetry. I'm over here like, can y'all hear me? Hey, then I had to go back out and come back in. I'm like, can y'all hear me? That's why I interrupted Morgan, but not on purpose. But I'm like, damn, I can't be great over here.
Can you hear me? Okay, I'm moving. Yeah.
I can hear
Yeah,
you now,
we can hear you
yeah.
now. Yep.
What's
How
up?
are you?
What's up, D? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. I follow you and check on you, check your status, and see what you're doing.
I appreciate you. It's been a long time. How you been?
I'm still writing every day.
Already. Get that release out. That's
Just
good.
I'm just practicing how to hold a pen. I'm getting better at it.
You're a professional at this point. Look, I'm
Shoot.
like the little kid in the little video that went viral. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Look.
Well, I do my show on IG every morning, right?
Oh no, I didn't know. I'm not on Instagram that much, but every morning, what time?
At 7:07 Pacific, which is 9:07 your time, and
Gotcha.
10:07 Eastern. But
What you
today was
doing
that,
on your show? What type of
huh?
show do you have?
Well, I'm a poet. I'm a poet, and I travel the nation performing, and I have other poets. I try and make sure everybody publishes or everybody do something. But we spit, we talk truth, we talk uh, amendments, we talk Freeman's Towns, we talk everything, history, politics, and we poet. And today was episode 1,602 or three in a row, one of them days.
Oh, that sounds nice. Well, congratulations. That sounds like you're very productive. A thousand shows.
Snap,
Yeah.
snap, snap.
So
Yeah.
we 1,600 episodes in, so we're working on it.
Episodes. Gotcha. Well,
So
it's
that's
nice to
every
hear
day.
from you.
Every day without missing a day. So yeah, we're good. We're working on it.
Every day. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chime
Check
in
your
and
work
check it
out.
out.
Yeah, that sounds dope. I love that for you. You know, most creators, like I'm a podcaster, so most podcasters don't get past the first 50 episodes. And so that was my goal. My first year podcasting was to just defeat the odds. But I'm probably sitting at 163 episodes of podcasting. So to hear that you have 1,000, I know that's a huge accomplishment, but that's a marker of mastery. And so, you know, that's kudos to you. Most people don't even get the opportunity to put out that much work or to be focusing for that long on this type of art. So I love that for you and your collective.
And what's your name? I didn't bring my headset. There's helicopters flying over. Hold on, let me mute myself.
My name is Morgan, but my work is called Afrocentric Podcast. I got a degree in history, and so for the first 4 years of me podcasting, I was teaching African history from the perspective of the diaspora. So the Caribbeans, African as well as American Black history until I woke up. And so right now I'm decentering and resorting and organizing, and I'm teaching the hidden history of mysticism, the occult knowledge, still through the perspective of all melanated life.
Okay, sounds excellent. Yeah. So, and what is the name of your podcast?
Afrocentric Podcast. But I've been publishing books with Miss Donnetria. That's what we've been working on it for the last 3 months. And so we're getting ready to put out a poetry book soon. And I put out with 3 books in the last few months. So I've been expanding. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, yeah, Denitra. Well, last year I published my 10th book, and my 10th book was 724 pages of poetry,
Ooh.
and none of my books have. I don't have a repeated poem in any of my books.
That sounds lovely, AJ.
You right behind them. Sure, you got some stuff.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah. I see her flowing. You know, we met when did we meet? We met, man.
Dang, it's been 30. Look, how old am I? Hold on. How young am I? Wait,
Y'all
hold
need to stop.
on.
Y'all need to stop playing.
Look, I've been going backwards too. Shoot, I don't know. I've been knowing you before time. Look, it's been at least 30 years
Pretty close.
since. Look, I was just talking about Ricky Smiley and the whole Chris Styles thing. When was that? That was
Yeah, yeah. That was shoot. Let's start. That had to be
25 years ago.
yeah. It had to
Was
be
it
two.
20 years?
No, it had to be like 2004, 2005.
2004.
Yeah, 21 years, something like that.
Dang.
Big up yourself, AJ. Big up.
I'm getting
What's up,
younger. I
man?
can't keep up with this crazy time
This
that
so
these people
funny. I
that
love
created.
that. I love that. This so funny. I'm getting younger. I'm finna start saying them too.
Baby, I'm
I'm just
walking
learning.
in the
I'm just learning
field.
to
I'm
hold my
not
pen
getting
better.
younger. What you say?
I'm just learning to hold my pen better.
I like that too.
That is cute from coming from a professional.
I'm talking about 754 poems.
Yeah. Oh, that's just one book.
He
That's just
ain't dropped
one
that
book.
damn pen at all. He held that thing good.
I remember when I first met him and getting on the stage talking about that he's new to this and he spoke like a older, you know what I'm saying, wiser man. You know how you meet them young people but they got them old souls. We like, oh, you've been doing this. That's what you sound like. Well, would you like to share, AJ?
He's
Yeah.
smooth with the craft.
What kind of piece you want?
Hey, can I
Whatever you
say,
would like to share.
Donnetria, can I say something to AJ before he start?
You sure
Please?
can.
From a spiritual point of view, it's 5 of us here on the live, okay? Correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What we just talking about, say, MA equal 5. Now his name is AJ. A is 1. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
AJ is 10. That's 11. 11 is a master number. I mean a master. You see it? That's why he come forth at this time.
Damn.
He is a
Okay,
master in his craft for sure.
That's deep.
And
I think since Mother's Day and the mothers are on here, let me find something for you.
Snap, snap, snap.
Snap, snap, snap. Over the
Get a
bridge.
room.
You feel me? Hey, he right on the money, honey.
go inward, let's flow from within. Let's go from the comments. Is it
And see,
she angry?
I'm reading from the book. What if there were no titles? So there's no titles in this book,
What if there were no titles? I love that.
and it's 400 and some pages, and all the poems start with a hashtag, and the table of contents is blank with a page number. So if you like the poem, you can title it yourself.
Oh wow, I
It's
love that.
creative.
Okay,
Very
so
creative.
I found it. Here I am. Uh, you ready? I found it.
Yes, sir.
It's no title, so there's no title to give. In the beginning was the word. I believe that's why my mother read to me books written by Dr. Seuss. He created everything from thought. I wasn't aware of it then, but the mind holds all things at the ready. You can't get ready if you're not already in motion. Moving toward better, searching for the more in you. She told me to read Peter. Study to show thyself. Taught me of Ezekiel, David, and Solomon, of trials of Jacob and Job, presenting examples of withstanding and withstood. Told me how feet, purpose, and passage should become the best of friends. How gone ain't gone. It's just not there sometimes. You don't need to recall lessons until the test arrives. You should pray some tests never come. I grew a great adoration for the power of words. Not that words matter, truth is they do. But sound be a completely different story. I would tell my story, explain how I got this throat full of positive when negatives show up, how these hands learn to praise dance while writing scriptures, how these feet are laced tightly with motivation for shoes when all that exists is dissension, anger, and doubt. I can tell how doubt is worse than fear. How fear comes from not knowing, from not believing you were equipped, how this mind holds everything at the ready. But there are chapters still in writing in progress. I've learned progress sometimes has a hole in the bottom, doesn't come with instructions, can resemble a dust storm in the desert, a house with no walls, how sometimes progress can go in reverse when you're not watching, how reverse can be forward, and sometimes moving fast can get you lost. I remember green eggs and ham and Jesus on the Mount. How sometimes a little fish and bread can feed a village or a nation when written in the proper context. These words sometimes taste of fish and bread. I know how pain looks up close, how to help others when you can't help yourself. There are hidden blessings in words when you discover hiding in your heart, when you dig deep enough, when you know the Grinch stole more than a fantasy. You may have to run on water every now and then when the street ends, when the highway collapses. It's left up to you to build a way to keep going. When friends pencil you out, when they say you lost your mind, when they get mad at you for what you're going through. My mother taught me that staying will often be much harder than leaving, and that leaving gives way to giving up or in. Ain't no tangible difference. It ain't a battle for real when you know the battle is real. When you understand words been here before you. They've withstood and are still standing. My mother read to me so I could learn to read, taught me sound so I could speak to nations. Neither she or I knew that Dr. Seuss and Jesus, Enoch and Akbar, Langston and Angelo, Moses and Dr. Ben, Isaiah and my pen could all taste like fish and bread sometimes.
Snap, snap, snap. Ah,
The
that was
true
good.
poet.
I felt that.
Gratitude.
Attitude,
Gratitude for sharing.
That was beautiful. It really was.
Hey, all that shit can taste like fish. You gotta be careful.
Yeah,
Let
I'm pretty sure AJ come on the life for a reason. Okay, the first thing he's talking about, the word. How much letters in the word? Okay,
Four.
Four.
five loaf of bread, the five fishes, five letter in Jesus, five letter in water, five letter in power. You have to see this thing from a spiritual point of view. And MA equal five. The X chromosome five times larger than the Y chromosome. Okay, AJ, the A is one, the J is 10, which is 11, and the master. That's why you see the World Trade Center. You understand? That 2 billion is 11. That's why I call it World Trade, and they have this
100.
market, market. Okay, we
Oh,
are here.
you right on it too. Damn. Open my mind up then.
Can't pass, man. I am here. They can't pass. They can't pass. Come on.
Numbers be rolling, and if the math ain't math, then you gotta go back to the board.
Oh,
Say
okay.
what?
So tell me the numbers of 1603, which is the number of shows I've done consecutively. 1603, which that is what, 10?
That's 10, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
10. That's two fives. Yeah.
Correct. 2 5 is 10, and we are in 2020, 2026, correct? Which is 10.
Yes.
And it's a binary code. That's when you see the matrix. I mean, a matrix, you see the zeros and the one. Come on. Do the maths. I mean, the mathematics. Come on.
Hold on, because I got it defined in my dictionary book too. I can tell you what 10 mean. Give me 1 second. It's all the way at the bottom.
I'm so excited for this book, Morgan. Oh my God, I can cry right now.
It's
Kind of
so
like how I was
good.
feeling about when Miss Donnetria book came. I was so geeked up and still is about the book.
If I can get to this motherfucker, we was fact checking it last night. This book has 263 pages inside of just defined and spiritual terms. And last night we was going over 12:12, and it had a really good definition. So give me a second and let me scroll, and I'll tell you once I get there.
Lovely. Thank y'all for sharing. Y'all make sure y'all follow each other. Where can we find your books at, AJ? Or do you have a link in your bio?
Well, yeah, I do. But you can find me. You can find my books on Amazon at any bookstore. I'm publishing about 6 or 7 other people's books right now too, and I have some creative writing courses starting mid-month this month, and I've created the books that I'm teaching the creative writing courses from. So I'm not using anybody else's information. All the information came from me, and we are, it's the first course is duty of the writer. The first chapter is the responsibility of truth.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a really
That sounds
cool
good.
concept. And I know a lot of creative people gonna sign up for that. How long did it take you to think of the concepts that you were gonna use to
Well,
build your courses?
well I'm working on 20 books. I'm writing actually 20 books at the same time for the courses. I have 7 complete.
So you've already written out your workbooks and stuff
Well,
that you need
yeah,
in order
well,
for.
I have all 20 courses outlined, but 7 of the books are complete. The first one is the duty of the writer. The second one is why sketch the sky when a pen can paint a galaxy.
That title is a poem. So
Yeah,
poetic.
that shit fire as hell. And that's actually what the spirit's been telling me to do too with these books we've been writing. Is like you write them in order to build a course to go along with it. And so I've been thinking about doing the same thing, is creating workbooks to go along with my podcast so people can hear what I'm talking about and then reflect on them interpersonally. And then like in about a year or so, I'll be able to teach my own courses and shit too. So and
Okay.
continue to be the example. It's appreciated.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's dope.
and
Yeah.
it's good to give them some to follow along with while y'all are doing those podcasts. With you got a workbook or something that they can take their notes in, or pull out every time they tune in to your specific show. It makes it easier for the listener, and the learner as well, to compile the information in one place. And if it has information in there, then it's just further enlightenment.
But Denise, check this out. I'm out and about, and my phone is on red, so my power is waning. But I just
I
wanted to come in and say I
appreciate
love
you.
you. I love you. I appreciate you.
I love
And
you
keep doing what
too.
you're
And
doing.
thank you for chiming in. Whenever you see us live, come chime in and say hi.
I
Yeah,
Y'all
will
make
for
thanks
sure
for
sure.
y'all follow.
coming.
Gratitude, AJ. Appreciate
I
you.
will.
Okay.
Hey, thank you, thank you. I want to follow you, my brother, for sure, man. You got to come to the show and talk. I got a couple of numbers, man, that come to the show too. So you've been good company.
Okay, please do. Okay, my brother.
Okay, peace.
All right. Big up yourself.
Ashe, thank you, thank you. You have a good one.
Namaste. See you later.
Denitra. No, you see, we're here talking about the 5.
Yes, sir.
Morgan, how much book you say you have? Was it 263?
Yup, I'm at page 184.
Altogether, it's 263.
That's
Well,
11.
it's
That's
saying, well, right now it's loading up as 265 pages.
Okay, 265.
okay. Say two. No, you say 260 towards 263 before. I hear. Okay, and if it was what I hear before 263, that's 11. And AJ, and you see, he came with the 11. So everything is spiritual. That's why
It's crazy how it all line itself up without us even forcing it. You know what I mean?
there's nothing to force. Remember, it's Big Mama speaking through me. I am Big Mama frequency. Book by Donnetria. It's Big Mama should write the book about. You get the levels? So
Yep.
we have to see everything from a spiritual point of view. That's where it's at. If we keep looking at it at this like a 3D level, which is just all right. They say it's a matrix, I mean a matrix, and they tell you it's a simulation. I mean a simulation, correct?
Correct.
They're mimicking you, the divine mothers who is here. Nothing can happen without you. Is you the X chromosome 5 times larger than the Y chromosome? And when you remember that, okay, that's why I urge all the mothers them clean up your womb space. Because if the mothers them what speak down to me feel like they're speaking down to me because of the narcissist way, they're speaking down to themselves. Because I am your reflection. I'm just a broken ex who remember. And remember, it take a lot in this patriarchal system, in this history, for me to tell your story, which is her story. It's all about you, mamas, okay? It's all about you.
Hey, I love when you say that because I literally just got goosebumps up my arms. Like, I can't make this shit up.
All right, y'all. I got five. I defined it as the catalyst of change. Five is the catalyst of change, the human hand, grace, and the disruption of order to allow freedom and growth. In angel numbers, it herds the major life changes, adventure, and the release of old patterns. Biblically, it is grace, five loaves, five books of the Torah, and the creation of sea, life, and birds. In gematria, it is he, the window of revelation and divine breath. Numerologically, it is the Hierophant or the freedom seeker, dynamic, versatile, and restless. It in game coding, it is the five-sided die, the hand limit, and the five-tier skill tree. That is what the five represents.
See?
Nemesis.
Correct. No, I don't study them. I do not go research shit. I do not do these stuff. But every time I speak, people can go and pull back because it's there. It's within us, nothing outside. You understand? When you keep looking out and look for stuff outside, all I did was go in myself. It take a lot of principle for me to reach at this point. Okay, as I told you, I couldn't read. Okay? So Big Mama knows say, okay, him can't read. So me make sure say, you understand, him now go and push him head in the book and come with this intellect shit. Okay, 5 equal change. MA equal 5. You the X chromosome 5 times larger than the Y chromosome. You are the one that changed everything around here, which is Mother Nature, the Netta rule. But that's why they say the primordial water, MA in a primordial, flip the W in the water, which as above, so below, M is W. Okay, and if you look up W, Morgan and MNE, we will see that W come at what? 23, 2 and 3 is what? 5. That's why they say the fifth generation shall lead the way. It is simply, you cannot go around yourself, MA.
That's crazy. You know that my initials, MAG. And so when I woke up and I saw my initials, I was like, yeah, I belong to the mother for real. She put it smack in my face.
Mm.
For sure.
I appreciate you all to allow me to speak, man. I appreciate
We
you.
appreciate you for chiming in. Okay, I got one last poem and we're going to close it out. Look, I just looked up and it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh, it's been past my bedtime.
Hey, listen, I
I'll
heard it
be
in your.
sleeping 5 high seconds.
I heard it in your.
With no notice. Y'all just hear me snoring. Look, I don't snore, but I do sleep loud.
You good.
Look, wait, what you say in the chats? I made a riddle today that made 5 of us working on one master and genius.
Hey, 5 is
Mm.
change. We got
Yeah.
we got a good thing going on over here on this
That
channel.
that number is rolling, rolling, rolling. So I found my poem Unfuckwittable. This poem is inspired by Dedicated. Because every time I'm on her live, this is what she's saying. So I was like, I gotta write something to that because I just love that to death. And how we be coming up with these how we can come up with a word and make a whole speech out of it. So bam. And they tried to name you by your storms, tried to measure you by your breaking. But you are not the moment that bent you. You are not the reason they tried to break you. You are the reason you rose again. Unfuckwittable. Not because life got easy, but because you got real. Real with your wounds. Real with your truth. Real enough to stop begging the world to recognize your worth. You walked through fire and stopped calling it destruction. You called it refinement. See, being unfuckwittable ain't about being untouchable. It's about being unalterable. They can't shake what stands rooted. They can't dim what burns from within. They can't break what already made peace with its own fractures. You learned not every battle deserves your breath. Not every voice deserves your ear. Not every hand deserves your energy. And that is power. You became the silence that doesn't need to argue, the presence that doesn't need approval, the force that doesn't need punishment. The force that doesn't need permission. There I go. The force that doesn't need permission. Unfuckwittable. Because you stopped negotiating with chaos. Because you chose alignment over attention. Because you stopped shrinking to make broken minds feel whole. Let them misunderstand you. Let them talk. Let them doubt. You are no longer in the business of proving yourself. You are in the embodiment of knowing yourself. So stand there, unmoved, unbothered, undeniable, not hardened, but anchored. Not closed, but protected. Not distant, but disciplined with your peace. Because the truth is, the moment you realize your worth was never up for debate, you became something rare, something sacred, something the world cannot shake. Unfuckwittable.
Yes.
Snap, snap, snap.
And we have straight been activating the throat chakra all night tonight. I just wanted to make that announcement for those that didn't know. Now they know. Look,
You
we are
feel me?
tapped in,
Now
tapped
they
all the
know.
way
No, they know.
in.
I appreciate you, mom, and you have a balanced night. Okay, to all of you. I see before I go. I see someone put in the comment talking about something about 5. I think their name is XI.
Yeah,
Um, oh yes.
she angry.
Now
Yeah,
look
you
at
remember we was talking about the ex yesterday, or not yesterday? Look at me in
last.
this time.
Yeah, I you see the X chromosome 5 times larger than the Y chromosome. No, 3. If you flip 3, it become E, which is 5. Okay,
Mm.
I is 33, which is 2 3. If you flip one of the 3 and turn it to add it to the next 3, you see 8, and 8 is infinite. Okay, the infinite mama who is
Mm.
in me, showing you mama that she's here in this with me. Okay, now 8 is infinite. Okay, you are the God. I am the goddess. Now, God, if you use number to add up God, you say G is 7, O is 15, and D is 4. That is 26 equal 8. You get it?
You got that shit right on the money.
You can play with me. You know, you may tell us they can't pass me. Nothing can pass me. You cannot. You
Break it
come
down then with the with the Roman numerals and everything.
on, man. You are the one who create mathematics, and the first two letters in mathematics is what? M-A. And I'm your ma, Skilling. The first two letters is a ma. Gratitude, mama.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. And you are the,
Energy.
and we talk soon. Okay, big up yourself, Casey. Big
Yes,
up.
yes. Let me drop y'all so y'all won't lose y'all coins. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Peace, love, and light. I appreciate all the gifts. We appreciate y'all for coming through, even if you didn't make it on the panel. I do appreciate everyone who spoke as well. Until next time, peace, love, and light.
More love.
All the love and all the light.
Namaste.